place down by the sea. It ain't much, but it's enough for me.
Harmon, my man Harmon, he's hilarious, he's wonderful. He's not me on Facebook anymore, thank God. He was scaring me with that because he was so good at it.
Yeah.
Comedy Writers Guild.
Comedy Writers Guild.
It's a motherfucking Comedy Writers Guild.
Comedy Writers Guild, CWG.
remember when I built the pyramids, right? It was tough. It was tough as a motherfucker.
Welcome, 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 some may say, to the Comedy Writers Guild. Another amazing week. We have another great episode lined up for you guys tonight. And a lot of people are saying, I don't know if you've been hearing this, but Thursdays are the new Fridays now that Comedy Writers Guild is in town. Okay. So we have a very special episode for you guys tonight. But first, in case there's anybody new in the chats, let's get down to how this works. So in this podcast, how it works is we will start off with a joke setup or a concept, and it is your job to deliver the funniest punchline in the comments. You'll have 15 minutes to submit your answers. Meanwhile, we will try our best to keep you entertained with our hilarious and spontaneous banter on topics of conversation that happen to naturally arise. Okay? So now that you guys know how it works, let's get into what this podcast, this specific episode is going to be about. A much anticipated episode. Not only do we have our special guest tonight, who I will introduce in a moment, but we also, I don't know who was in the comments last week, right? Who was watching the podcast last week, but there seemed to be a little bit of a beef, if you will, a feud that just happened to pop off, right? And, those two men happen to settle their differences, and one man unblocked the other, and they had a talk, and he actually challenged that man to a roast battle. But little did he know that the guy that he challenged is Comedy Writers Guild's official roast master, Shane Lucas. For some reason, that didn't work. Thank you. Travis is chiming in tonight as our soundboard, right? And so he challenged Shane Lucas. So we will have Shane Lucas going against Brooklyn tonight to see who is the roast master. Okay. So we're really excited about that. Can't wait to see how that goes. That is going to go down after the last joke concept. So before Offender comes on to close us out, they'll be on. So make sure to stick around. Stay tuned. It's going to be great. But before all that, let's get into this, right? So we have an amazing special guest tonight that's coming on. Her and I just happen to become friends on Facebook, just like I have with all of you guys. I saw some of her clips. Very funny comedian. So I introduced to you guys tonight Dani de la Cruz.
Hi, guys. How's it going?
Hey, thank you for coming on.
Burr, 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 burr.
Yeah, I fixed my soundboard, but thank you.
Okay.
I had it turned down. I don't know why.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you guys for having me on. I'm super excited.
Good.
Really am. Yeah.
Good. I appreciate that. We're excited to have you. So I want to start off with asking what I ask all of our guests on here. What does your creative writing process look like for you?
My writing process, I would describe like it feels like.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I never dropped the first joke concept. Here I was telling you before we got on the show that Travis is fucking things up all the time. Meanwhile, I think I had it coming to me. Guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off either. I apologize.
That's okay.
Let's get into the first joke concept of the night. I'm a dumbass. First joke concept of the night. If you run a cult, what would it be about? Cult theme tonight, guys. Dani, proceed. I'm sorry.
It's literally about, I guess, just me. I imagine like, okay, did you ever watch Ricky Gervais's podcast where he would like it'd be animated about what he's talking about.
I don't think I've ever seen his podcast. No.
It was a long time ago, but it was animated in a way that like it was describing what he was saying, and I fear that's how I.
All right, I apologize about that, everyone. And Pickle Rick, I seen your comment, and don't worry about I undid another button for you. Let's get back into this.
On, I'm like, okay, I'll think of something that was funny about that I know I can get later. Whether it was a photo, a pack of gum I see at the counter at the gas station that has a weird logo to it or something that I'm like, oh, that's funny. Like, and then I don't know, I see something, I'll just take a picture, and then later on I'll think about it and it'll come to me.
So really, you get inspiration by literally everything.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
What would you say like your style is? Your style of comedy?
I'm a girl, I'm a female, obviously. So my brand's the Unladylike Lady. Coming into comedy, you know, when I first started talking, I'm very like unladylike, I guess. My dad was a contractor, so I talk like a man sometimes. I worked like a man for the last 3 years doing contracting, and I talk very aggressively. I'm rough around the edges. So it's more about representing other females that are like that. You know, we have to be a lady in public. I have to talk correct and like, you know, use proper English and articulate at work. But then as soon as I'm off the clock, I'm something different. So kind of to remind people like we're not ladylike. We think just as dirty as you guys sometimes. We're just as vulgar as you guys. Just because we're a girl doesn't mean that we can't. So it's my outtake on life in that sense. Like I talk about like, you know, I'm single, you know, I'm not dating, but I'm just fucking. And it's kind of what I guess people wouldn't expect for someone to say from a girl.
So you do contracting. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking?
I did remodeling contracting, like as people would rent their houses out when they move out, we'd go in and clean it up, any holes in the wall, replace light fixtures, take out the carpet, paint.
So like property maintenance?
Yes. And
Okay.
then I did land clearing as well. I would clear out like old lawn, like big tractors. I got a free school bus one time, just pulling out big things from big yards. Yeah, like a 13-acre property in Bulverde I was clearing out. It took me like almost a year.
Damn.
They had a full-size water slide, like the ones you see at the water park, broken down that we had to get rid of. It was cool. There was a lot of cool stuff I came across and would find.
Your backyard just looks like a fucking junkyard.
Oh my God, it would have. For a while it did, like, because I would bring home so much stuff and my boyfriend would be like, you can't keep everything that you find. I'm like, it's all so cool. Like, he's like, this is to make money. I'm like, it would have looked like a junkyard. It would have looked like the yards I was clearing.
You would have had like a school bus with a fucking water slide going off the top of it and into like a Honda Civic.
Oh my God, why wouldn't you have that? Why wouldn't you?
I agree. Just cut off the top of the Honda Civic and just have it like a little hot tub and just like go into, oh damn, that'd be tight.
That's the best concept, making a car into a pool, honestly.
It's
a
a
bus
carpool.
into the pool.
It's a carpool.
There you
You set me up for that. I got to give you
I did. I'm kind of mad because I was trying to think of like what we call it. I was thinking Honda pool, Civic pool. Yeah.
Carpool.
Nice.
Yeah, because I've done contracting like pretty much my whole career. So I'm a building inspector now.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm the one failing your ass for whatever the hell you're doing.
I'm from the south side of San Antonio. We don't call you guys.
True.
We didn't call permits. Yeah.
True.
I dated this guy and he was a contractor at the time. So I was like, I like to learn. And I thought, all right, cool. I want to know how to do all of this stuff. And then I did. And I was like, cool, let's make money. Let's do this. But yeah, it worked out good. It was a super toxic relationship. So I knew like, this ain't going to last long. Let me learn what I can. And it helped. It was great. Like, I can punch holes in drywall and I can repair holes in drywall. So
hell yeah. I'm white. I can too.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm white. We're known for punching holes in drywall.
Yeah, we're Mexican. We're known for fixing holes in drywall.
Well, we have a great relationship. It's
Hey,
I love it.
I've never been with the white guy before, but you're pretty hot.
I appreciate that. I'm blushing under this beard right now. Just to let you know.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're not in San Antonio. I'd be hitting you up after this, like, what are you doing tonight?
Hold on. Plane tickets to San Antonio.
Hold on.
Frontier has like
Armin's
a membership for
wife.
$99.
Yeah. Thanks, Travis. Yeah. My girl's watching this right now, like motherfucker.
Damn it! I really should have did my research to wonder if you were married or not before I made any kind of like any jokes that way. I'm sorry, Mrs. Comedy.
No,
I'm sorry.
Mrs. Comedy. No, she should be totally cool with it. It's, yeah.
Is she hot? Maybe I'll take her. I don't know.
We will come as a package deal. I think she'll be down. If I'm being
I
honest.
might be down. If I'm ovulating, I'm in. Catch me on those 3 days and let's talk.
Okay. All right. Travis, make sure to link up with her later. Find out what days she's ovulating. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thanks,
and that's when I'll book my flight.
Okay. I'm interested during the week.
Okay. So who is your favorite comedian?
My favorite San Antonio comedian is Bill Williams. He goes by Bill. I've listened lately to a lot of Ali Sadiq. I like the storytelling. I really like that type of comedy. So like I like Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Kevin Hart. I like Nikki Glaser just because I like her style.
Mhm.
I like Angela Johnson. I've always liked Angela Johnson. Obviously, she's a female comedian. She's Hispanic. But I'm actually kind of going through, like, I just turned 40. So I'm like, all right, I want to do better things. I'm trying to, like, work on myself. So I was going to work on my faith. And I thought about going to church. I started laughing, like, what if it's going to make me, like, unfunny? Like, what if God doesn't like when I talk about sucking dick on stage? But I started listening to Angela Johnson. And I know she got married and she found someone who's in they have their religion. And I listened to her and I'm like, okay, like I can still say it, just like, got on my knees to pray to that,
Yeah.
pray to it. Yeah.
I get it.
So yeah, she's one of my favorites. And then the first people I started watching was Bruce on Comic View, and Ray, I always forget his name, Ray. There was the other one, there's two of them.
Romano?
No, not Ray Romano. He was not on Comic View.
Yeah. Now, actually, I had to look up Angela Johnson, but now that I see her, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I'm not great with names. Okay, yeah, those are I like storytellers as well. I'm not really a storyteller comic myself. I'm like in between that and a one-liner. I more so like get a bunch of one-liners that kind of work together and just make them transition into each other fairly well. That's like my style. But yeah, love Dave Chappelle. Pretty much all the comics that you mentioned, they're good. What would you say is your favorite joke that you've written?
The most recent one my favorite that I've written is free porn has really put the ick in human traffic. Because, when I'm watching, I feel like I didn't search forced, you know what I mean? I didn't search those types of demographic or those types of tags in my porn to feel like I really messed up because it's a newer joke that I'm working on, but that's the punchline. So I was watching porn the other day and like she didn't look like she was into it, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, Pornhub could never, you know what I mean? Like they had quality. Too spicy? No.
That's just what kind of happens when you search for Japanese porn.
I've never searched Japanese porn.
It's all forced.
Is it really?
Is it?
Sounds like it. They don't moan pretty. They moan like they're in trouble. Like it's pretty bad.
That's just their language.
That's racist.
That's their love language.
They moan with an accent.
Yeah. A bunch of oys. What is it? Like
a bunch of tears?
Oh shit. What type of porn are you looking up, dude?
Japanese, I'm telling you.
I will say, so obviously the porn that I'm watching, there's some that come up where they look like they're not happy to be there, that I'm like, okay, if you're gonna do this type, like, you know what I mean? Like this is I have to switch it because I don't want to see that you don't want to be there. Nobody wants to be at work, you know what I mean? But come on, fake it till you make it.
I don't know. If I was a porn star, I'd love being at work.
Well, so does the CEO, but
yeah,
not the guy, not the cleaning crew.
What type of porn do you watch?
Ooh, that's. I don't even tell my boyfriend that. I don't have a boyfriend, but if I did, I didn't tell him that.
I was just about to call you out on that because you said you didn't.
I don't.
I was like, how are
But
me and
when
my girl gonna fly out there if you have a boyfriend? Like, come
I
on.
will say this though, I like to watch porn with my boyfriend when we have one, but I will never let him know what kind of porn I watch. I'm like, let's watch what you watch. Like, you don't need to see what I watch.
Yeah.
BBC
Yeah,
confirmed. Sorry.
actually, I kind of have like a similar thing that I do. What I do is I look up like small dick porn or small to average dick porn so that my algorithm is just filled with that in the hopes that one day my girl will want to watch porn with me and my algorithm isn't just some girl getting fucking haunted by some big old dick. So it
But the
just
problem,
is more realistic to her, you know what I mean?
but the problem is now you're only gonna get aroused when you see small dicks.
Happens anyway.
There should be because one guy was like, yeah, we only search porn with big dicks. Like, why would we want to see someone with a small dick fucking a girl?
Mhm.
I was like, I don't know. I would imagine I would want to look like my own dick fucking her. Like, no, like I guess that's my question. Do you look for guys that look like you fucking the other girl, or in your case, Travis, do you look for like? Because I know you're not Japanese,
I
so
look
like,
what I look for is well, I don't really do that anymore. But when I did, as long as the face was out of frame, I was cool. Like if anyone's face is in the frame, it ruined it for me.
No, you know what ruins it, dude? When you're just about to come, right? And the camera all of a sudden switches up and it's like an angle to where you're getting underneath the dude to the chick, right? So you're like seeing his balls and his ass, and it's like, bruh, now I'm edging and I can't get anywhere.
yeah,
No.
I hate when I'm about to come and they've changed positions, and I was like, no, I was. Oh, is that what you just said? Except they're not. It's not in that sense, but I'm like, damn, let them finish that with me. I want to finish with them.
Yeah, no, they don't really change positions. They change the camera angle,
Um,
and it's just like,
Mine, they changed positions. Like almost, I couldn't keep up with them.
yeah. I wrote a fucking disgusting joke earlier about porn. I just brought it up. I haven't said this out loud to anybody, and I think it's really bad. Okay, and you're gonna look at me different. So you know what 4D is? Instead of like watching like 3D TV, they have 4D where you use like another sense, like smell or
Yeah,
touch or taste or something like that. It's like watching porn in 4D. It's just I fart while jerking off to anal porn.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's bad. I
Have you
maybe
watched?
sorry.
Have you watched VR porn?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
did it. I did it for the first time. That was awesome. I
It's
felt like I
great.
was cucking. I was like, oh, hi guys. This is nice.
Yeah, total cuck move. I didn't think about that. Yeah. I
Is
actually
it?
when I first got a VR headset years ago, uh I was a contractor. I owned my own business, right? But I was in business with two of my friends. And one of my friends' dads was working with us. And he's like this old alcoholic. And I was like, "Hey, man," we called him Earl. His name wasn't Earl, but we called him Earl. I was like, "Earl, put these headphone or headset on." So he's standing up. He's like long hair, hippie, alcoholic. He's standing up. He's holding. He has the headset on, and he's standing all weird, like he doesn't know where to put his body and everything. But you can see him. He's like, "Oh shit!" And he's like grabbing for things, like thinking that he can actually. Dude, it was the funny. We were dying laughing watching this old man trying to like integrate into this new technology was so funny. Seeing some titties, he was getting so excited. At lunchtime, he was like, "Hey, can I see those things one more time?" And I'm like, "No, Earl, no, dude.
Because then you're gonna ask again and again and
Yeah,
again.
not on the clock."
Yeah.
All right, so we got into porn here a little bit. Don't know how that happened, but I'm all right with it. Um, so let's talk about some other things. So we talked about your favorite comic, your writing style, all that. So what are some things that you've done in your comedy career?
I've I've produced, oh God, maybe 50 shows in my time doing comedy in about 6 months. I started last May. I was booked really quick before I started. Is it too dark? Should I go in and like get
It
light?
is getting a little dark.
Okay.
I just noticed that. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, let me go inside.
You're fine.
Because I have kids and they have cute, kids.
Yeah, I do. I have two. I get it.
Okay. And my kids are older, but they still don't stop. Like, you're 22. Why are you asking me while I'm on the toilet where the milk is? Okay, is that better?
A lot better.
Okay.
Yes.
So when I got booked on my very first show, I hadn't even done an open mic. I'm like you. I started with one-liners. I'm one-liners, and that's how I started comedy, is going backwards from that to build on it. So for the last 3.5 years before I started comedy, for about 3 years, I was like, let me see if I'm funny. Got on social media, just posted one-liners, like things that I thought was funny. It took off. I got booked. After my first show, this restaurant reached out to me and asked if I could put a show on at their spot. Another comedian and I went out and we started an open mic on Tuesdays, and then we would do a showcase on Friday. Every Friday was a different comedian, and it went like that for the rest of the year. So putting those shows on at that spot, it really snowballed, grew fast. I put on one of the first all Spanish speaking comedy shows in San Antonio on here at Upstage Comedy Lounge. I don't even speak Spanish, but like I want to, so I thought it was cool. I thought that there's a lot of people who've never been to a comedy show before, and maybe that's one of the reasons. I thought about other things like sign language and stuff like that. I was doing like a kids comedy club where like, hey, bring the kids out, let's see, get them out there. There's so many funny kids out there.
Oh, yeah.
So I did a lot of that, a lot of producing. So that's where a lot of I would say I got a lot of experience. I wouldn't say it was from open mics. It was from hosting my own open mics or putting these shows on, like, experience from the back end. But I burned out like after 6 months. Like it was a lot. Like I was doing shows maybe at 3 or 4 different spots every week. And I didn't realize it then. I was so new that it was that much. And then one day I just like, I can't. I turned off my phone and I disappeared for like maybe 6 months or 5 months. I really didn't talk to anybody. I had shows I was producing and shows that I was supposed to be on that I literally just I felt like shit, but my mental health was really couldn't take it. I had stuff going on at home. So this is me kind of coming back. I've been back a couple months, but I just came back only wanting to focus on my comedy. I didn't want to produce, and like I wanted to just focus on being funny. So that's what I've been doing. That's kind of what some of the coolest things I've done. I did the LOL Comedy Club here in San Antonio twice within like maybe 3 or 4 months starting comedy, and then I did it again last weekend. Oh, the coolest thing? I will tell you. Martin Moreno came to see me perform a couple weeks ago, and then asked me to join his show a couple days ago at Laugh Out Loud Club, and Rick Gutierrez was there, and he's kind of been mentoring me the last couple of days.
Awesome.
So
So is that what you plan on doing? Like as a career, you want to do comedy? Because some people don't. Like some of the guests that I've had on here, like that's not, they just do it kind of for fun or whatever, but you plan, that's what you want to do.
Yeah. I originally started comedy because I want to be on SNL. I want to be a cast member and do the weekend update.
Hell yeah. That's a great goal.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you find that there's like more obstacles for female comics than male comics?
I haven't personally run into anything where I felt like there was obstacles. I feel like I gauge myself on where I'm at, on who books me, who I'm booked on the lineup with, and what position I am on the lineup. And I don't feel like I'm being left out or anything because I'm a female. I guess I'm thankful, and I don't mean this towards anybody else, but I always look, damn, they must think I'm funny if they're booking me, right? So I haven't been personally victimized by any of that so far. And I don't know if I will know that I am being, like, I guess I haven't been put in a position to know that I was left out because I was a girl.
I feel like you would have seen something by now.
I will say there was this one comedian. I mean, some of them do say girls aren't funny, but the ones that say that, I don't think they're funny, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they're like, one comedian was like, "Oh, you talked about this, and you talked about sex. That's easy. That's easy." And I was like, "Bro, that's what you talk about on stage. Like,
Yeah.
why can you talk about it and I can't?" I'm saying it from my perspective. It's a little different, but I've made him laugh several times, so now I always rub it in your face. I'm like, "Ah, you think I'm funny?"
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that a lot. I hear people say, "Oh, this chick's only talking about sex all the time." Like, I love Sarah Silverman,
Mhm.
and like a lot of her stuff is about sex.
Mm.
But she's funny. She's funny with it. But the thing is, like, I can't say anything because I would say 70% of my stuff is about sex, 60 to 70%. So like I can't be a hypocrite, And plus,
But
like,
it's so relatable.
yeah, everybody can relate to it. So why wouldn't you?
And it's all different perspective. Everybody's sex life is so different that like everybody's got something to contribute to that. The other day though, I will say I was at a show and someone earlier before me made a joke about being molested as a kid and they laughed or whatever. When I went on stage and made a joke about being molested as a kid, they were like, okay. I was like, damn, well, I guess only boys can get molested by kids and by their uncles now, not everybody else. And then they laughed at that. But yeah.
You brought it back. Yeah.
Well, it's maybe not universally relatable. Some of us like anime and Warhammer.
And Japanese porn where they cry.
There's
What?
something for everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You could make a joke about that. I don't know what the fuck Warhammer is, but more power to you.
It's why sex isn't relatable.
Can you explain?
It's just like some nerd shit. It's like a tabletop board game sci-fi shit. It's you have to have a certain level of autism and virginity in order to be into it.
Oh, so you're talking
Oh,
about virgins wouldn't relate.
yeah,
Exactly.
because they're not having sex. Okay, okay.
Did you know that Travis lost his virginity to a midget?
Actual true story.
Really?
Yeah, actual
Yeah.
true story.
That's cool. I mean, how did that happen? Like, were you dating? Did you?
Yeah, we were dating. Just, chick at work. I don't know why she liked me. There was like I was 70 pounds heavier, like super hairy, didn't really take care of myself, but she was into that shit. I don't know, maybe she was a dwarf and I just looked, I don't know, barbaric enough for her. And rest is history. Yeah, that's like some of the only sex I had before, I got clean that didn't involve like I will give you this little bag of white powder in exchange for whatever the fuck. And
Damn.
So, like, this is probably a very aggressive question, but like, she's still little, right? Like, how small is she?
she only just barely qualifies as a midget. She was like 4'9".
Oh, okay, okay. So,
Four
like little
nine
midgets,
is
like, how far does your shit go in there?
Yeah,
All the
4'9"
way.
is
Like it
small.
was completely normal pussy. Like everything was normal. It's just that her legs were only about that long.
Yeah, all 2 inches.
Yeah, I thought about it as ass. I was like, well, maybe it would be perfect for a midget. She's like, damn, you're huge. Yeah,
Yeah, everything's huge. It just like totally helped his confidence.
she's like, she needed 2 hands when she was.
I was just about to say that.
And the
That's what they
stepladder.
call. That's what they call a hulse, right? Isn't that the definition of a hulse? A hulse is when she could put 2 hands on it and 4 inches is still poking out.
I know him. Shout out Mark.
Damn, Mark sounds like a white name.
Mark's actually this 5'7" Hispanic bald guy.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Wait, what's wrong with 5'7"?
Nothing. I don't care about height. I'm only 5'2".
Oh, okay. I only say because I'm 5'7".
I only say that because there's my ex was like this 6'4" black guy, and Mark was still a little bit bigger than him.
I called that BBC, didn't I?
Did you? I knew it as soon as I heard her smoke detector chirping in the background.
Mark's. That's funny.
Mhm.
No, Mark's not black.
Mark's
Just his.
Yeah, that part of him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a lot more sex talk than I thought we were going to do. We are coming up on our 30 minutes.
Wow.
So is there anything, so you're out in San Antonio.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that you would like to plug or talk about, or any upcoming events, past events, social medias, all that good stuff?
Yeah, actually, we are. I know I said I wasn't gonna produce, right? And actually, I had a meeting today at Upstage to produce a couple shows. Um, what I wanted to, what we talked about today is we're gonna start this like comedy community uplift, where it's almost like a motivational, not like a church, but something that where the comedians can come, and then we've got other comedians speaking as far as like your mental health and like being in a positive mindset and like being great in the community. As far as a comedian, you don't have to like knock other people down. Not teaching like comedy technique or a strategy, just more about like being good at yourself. Like if you're not good here, you're not good here, you're
Oh,
not going to be good anywhere else. um I got that inspiration from there was a death of a comic in Dallas, and I saw that they put together this thing where, hey, if comedians needed to get together, just talk things out. If you're feeling down or depressed, come here. And recently, a couple of my friends here, my comedian friends, we were getting together to write, and a couple of them, we, been MIA for a minute. So when we got together, they were all going through shit, and that seeing that the other, like the rest of us were also barely holding on, kind of like made you feel less lonely. Like, okay, shit, like you look like you have it together. I'm like, you look like you have it together. No, we're all falling apart. And comedy, we're all fucked up, right? Like, you
hmm
have most of us are fucked up in here, but the hours are rough. The schedule's, not the best. We're out late. We're smoky. We're drinking. We're home. Sometimes our families are mad that we're out late at shows. Sometimes you're not making money at shows. Like, it's a lot. And for people who do love this and want to be here, like, it could be easy for you to get discouraged if you're not understanding that other people that are maybe headlining and stuff are literally going through the same things you are. Helping get those mental breaks down, those writing blocks, just overall good stuff to kind of bring it together and make it more positive. Like, there should be no competition in comedy, honestly, like none.
Yeah.
There's enough laughs for everybody. Like you said, if we all joke about sex, we can all say jokes about sex that are going to be completely different, and we'll have everybody laughing.
Yeah.
There's comedy's the same way. And that's what we're all here for. Literally, we're here to make people laugh, to make them feel better. But how can we do that if we don't feel good? So it's just gonna be like a motivational talk. Like after a weekend of shows on a Monday, maybe you had a good show, maybe you didn't, but it's a new week. Let's use that and just to uplift that, and hopefully it gets a good feedback. So we just talked about that today. We're still kind of planning it. More details about that are going to come out. I'll post flyers and dates. And then other than that, I'm performing in McAllen, at the Vale Verde grand opening in McAllen, Texas this Saturday, with Irma Ruiz, Patrick Christopher, Drew Blues, 11 Alien, Drew Nickens. There's so many people. That's a big deal for me because those are headliners in San Antonio, and I'm like, oh shit, that's how funny I think I am. All right, let's go. That's why my voice sounds like this, because I've been practicing and practicing.
Nah, we know how you got those spots. That's why your voice sounds like.
No dick sucks. I
Yeah.
actually have a shirt that says "No dick sucks" that I made, that I would wear when I do stuff like that. Cause I'm like, I got here, but not like this.
I just want to say that's amazing what you guys are thinking about doing, because you're
Thank you.
absolutely right. Everybody in comedy, if you're doing comedy, everybody in these fucking chats right now, me, Travis included, I'm sure he'll say, like, we're all fucked up people. But it's all like, how do we manage that? How do we get through that? And we should be getting through it together. That's why I wanted to build this community, actually, because like when I first got sober, I was going to like AA and stuff like that for like the first 2 years. And I told people I found my tribe here. Like, I didn't find it. I found them in the Comedy Writers Guild. I didn't necessarily like the other tribe. Like, yeah, that's cool if that's your thing, but it wasn't my thing. This is my thing. We got a bunch of fucked up people that talk about our traumas in a funny way, and we work through it. So it's like, I also agree with you. There shouldn't be competition in comedy, except for in the Comedy Writers Guild, because it is a competition.
Yeah,
But
except in comedy competitions and roast battles.
right, exactly. But no, we all should be helping each other and stuff, because yeah, put the comedy aside, it's fucking tough out there today. You got a mortgage, you got kids or rent, or car insurance, economy sucks. Like, it's tough out there. We should all just fucking get along, come together, and catch a plane out to San Antonio with my girl.
I think so too.
Well, it's been
Yeah.
awesome. Where can everybody follow you?
You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Dani Dela Cruz. That's Dani Dela Cruz. Or on Instagram, I'm Dani with an I, Dani with an AYE. Same thing on TikTok. And I'm in San Antonio, Texas. You can find me here.
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming on tonight. It was awesome.
Thank you guys for having me. It was so fun. So nice meeting you. Good luck at the roast battle. Have fun.
And then also, before you go, I'd like to tell everybody, so anybody that comes on here as a special guest, if you ever have anything in the future that's going on that you want to promote or get out there, let me know. I'll have you come on here for a couple minutes just to like kind of put it out there, and feel free to use the Comedy Writers Guild group, not the page, but the group, to promote anything you have going on or
Okay.
anything.
Awesome. This was so fun, you guys. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. I'll talk to you and your wife later.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, she might need a little bit of extra help.
Please do.
Boom.
All right. That was Dani Dela Cruz. And Travis, they can find her in the link below.
Yeah, I posted links to all of her socials in the description, whether you're watching Facebook or YouTube. And if you are watching YouTube and you want to participate, go ahead and come on over to Facebook, because that's where the action happens.
Yep. Come on over to Facebook. Also TikTok, I believe. Are we live on TikTok today?
No, every time we go live on TikTok, we get banned for 2 weeks, so not today. No.
All right, fair enough. Not on TikTok, but if you're on YouTube, come on over, hang out, and join the chat. Now, speaking of the chat, let's get down to what this podcast is all about with the first joke concept of the night. If you ran a cult, what would it be about?
What would it be about? As always, I'm going to be reading off all of the jokes that got 4 or more reactions. Let's see. Let's scroll down to it.
Did we happen to cut off at 15 minutes?
We did.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so first we have Joffrey Warren Featherstone, and he said, "I'd have no choice but to name it Colt 45.
Oh, that's great. Very, very fitting to his personality.
We love it. Next is, once again, Joffrey Warren Featherstone, and he said, "My cult would focus on the importance of keeping your socks on when you're fucking a white woman."
Yo. We're keeping your socks on in a pool.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a little too far.
Next, we have Mr. Cole Burner, and he said, "If I ran a cult, I would only allow quadriplegics, so I could still make fun of someone more disabled than me."
That's great. Damn, these are good.
So far, so good. I agree. Next, we have Mr. Kyle Yamkowski, and he said, "I just opened a Mormon church. That seems to work out pretty well."
True. They have a good track record.
Yeah, and they're also pretty good at trek. All that walking. Great cardio.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have, once again, Mr. Cole Burner, and he said, "If I ran a cult, I'd ask Mark Marone for advice first to make sure it's not offensive." Or Mark Maron, I think.
Oh, okay. Now that you said Mark, when you said Marone, it threw me off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy's been out of my algorithm for a hot minute. I forgot how to pronounce it.
Well,
see.
he's back in the algorithm.
Next we have Mr. Dan Zilladrums, and he said, "I'd run a comedy podcast as a front to get to know local down on their luck baddie Latinas."
It's a great deal. It's a good bit.
Yeah, and then once Sancho shows up, there's your baddie right there.
Yeah.
Next, we have Ms. Lindsay Campbell, and she said, "What would my cults be about? One rule: no Jews."
Whoa, Travis.
Whoa, Lindsay! I didn't say it. She did.
It's a great cult. Lindsay, I would join that cult. Only because you ran it. It's not getting confused here.
Yeah. Next, we have no one. That was it.
Okay, dudes, I gotta say, all pretty fucking solid. It's almost like when your cult leader starts talking shit on how pathetic you guys have been in the fucking comments, it's almost like you step your game up.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let me hit a refresh real quick to see if anyone has really pulled ahead here. Because the guy who I think won it recently sent a message saying that he won't be able to come on until like at least the second or third round.
I'm gonna assume that was Joffrey.
No.
Oh.
No. See, scrolling.
I just figured he was on BPT.
No. I think he might be on DZT. I'll explain in a second. So the winner... Yeah, so the winner with 9 reactions, and tell us if this is still the case. The joke was, "I'd run a comedy podcast as a front to get to know local down on their luck baddie Latinas," and that was Dan Zilladrums. However, he has already declined his winnership because I don't know what's going on. Probably kids or some gay shit like that. Anyway, so runner-up and de facto winner of the first concept, the joke was, "I'd have no choice but to name it Colt 45, and that was Joffrey Warren Heatherstone. All right, Joffrey, check your inbox. You have a link.
And if you guys haven't, go out and buy your Topo Chico today. I like mine lime with mint.
You know, I love the drink. Not crazy about drinking out of a can. If I wanted to drink that out of something other than a can, what possibly could I put that in?
That's a great question. If only I had something. Oh, I do.
Ooh.
Guys, go over and grab your Comedy Writers Guild mug. Where do you ask? Can I buy this said mug? Well, go ahead and take a screenshot right there because that'll lead you directly to the place where we sell the mugs.
Ooh. And it looks like Danny's porn search history has joined the chat.
Yeah, Danny's search history. What's going on? Let me get out the second joke concept. So, for the second joke concept of the night, worst thing a cult leader could do besides the obvious. What's the worst thing a cult leader could do? My man Colt 45, what's going on, dude?
I say, you. How y'all do?
Good, man. Good.
Great.
How you been?
Hey, man, moving and grooving, all that, rhetorical, stereotypical hood black guy shit. I don't know. I've been smoking a lot of weed, and I got this dope ass view. How have you been?
I've been busy, very busy.
Seems
like
busy,
you're busy too.
Hey, man, I'm trying to stay busy.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So I gotta ask, why 3? Why have you chosen the name 3?
So out here in Albuquerque, my stage name, like my artist name is Third Leg. But then that translates into legs, and then that translates into three. But you know, three of them, so it's hard to find matching pairs of socks.
Yeah. Third Leg is also Dani De La Cruz's porn search history.
Bro, I swear to God, I think I saw her. I'm not. Never mind.
Oh, in your search history?
No, because of my search history.
Right. So in your search history.
Because of my search history.
Hold on. Now
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I'll tell you what. I see a lot of her in my search history for sure.
Yeah, I see a lot of her out here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, because a lot of the bad bitches in Albuquerque, New Mexico look like her, but they don't wear Redskin shirts. That's no.
Oh, I didn't even notice. You can tell I'm not a sports guy.
Shut up, Mr. I want to go take myself golfing after I pass my test. That's a sport.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So I like precision.
Hello.
I like precision sports. I like bowling, golfing, darts, beer pong.
Precision sports, just sports that like aren't predominantly filled with like people of color.
Yeah, I don't want to get dominated, bro. I want a fucking fighting chance.
Type shit.
Yeah, and then Tiger Woods came in and fucked that up for us. God damn.
Well, I mean, he fucked everything, so.
Yeah, he fucked. Yeah. Mm-hmm. In and out of 19 holes. 18.
Hey, yo.
18 holes.
They better be 18 at least.
Yeah. Well, 19 after he's done with it.
Hey. FedEx Cup playoff.
So have you written any jokes lately?
Bro, I've come to the conclusion that my dumbass needs to actually write jokes instead of thinking like my brain is capable of remembering this dope ass shit that just.
Hey, you know what? I think the last time that we talked, you thought of something really good, and I was like, yo, write that down. And I bet you didn't write it down.
Well, you know I didn't write it down. I can't even read jokes.
You and my boy Mag, man. Mag's always saying something funny. I'm like, yo, write that shit down. And he never does, dude.
Hey, bro, it's the half black part of him, right? It's that 50%.
Yeah, he's brown, so like technically, technicality.
Technique, never mind.
Oh, I did not say that.
Who said that?
Yeah. What was I? What was I just thinking about before that? Before you threw me off with that, because now we're not going to be able to be on TikTok, YouTube, nothing. He's about to get.
No. Explain BPT. Explain Black people time, because I've never heard of it. I've heard of colored people time. I've never heard of Black people time.
I've never heard of colored people time.
Bro,
what did you just say?
Who, me?
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the final episode of CWG.
Did you call them a bunch of cocksuckers?
Jesus Christ. Yo, what about that one dude? Yo, fucking Tolu right now is snapping, dude. He was talking to me last night. We were messaging and he was, okay, you did that for fun. Sorry. I just saw that you put the you can't see what he just did, Joffrey, but he put the outro on. I thought he did that on accident. But anyway, I was talking to Tolu. There's this guy that's going around the internet trolling, bro. I forget his name. Maybe if I say his name, you'll remember.
Yo, me and Tolu, we're starring in a SSBBW porn parody of Sinners.
Yo, no, you got it.
Thank you, Harmon. I thought that was funny.
That would be fucking sick.
Yo, sick as fuck. Sickle cell. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
How are you making this the most racist episode we've had yet?
Hey, baby, I mean, if we could get banned on TikTok in like 5 seconds, bro, I gotta crank it up. Gotta crank it.
All right.
Crank it.
So look, There's a guy named Woman Propaganda. You don't know
Doesn't
what
know.
I'm talking about?
Yeah, women propaganda. Yeah.
You seen this guy?
Oh, this nigga.
Yeah. He said that in one of his things. Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about that one where, hey, yo. Okay.
Yeah, now you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where he was talking about he had somebody was talking about they were like, what's the difference between somebody talking to an underage girl when your 24-year-old friend is talking to a 17-year-old or something like that? And he was like, actually, I'm talking to he was like, I'm from North Carolina and the legal age is 16. So I'm talking to a 15-year-old right now. And the day she turns 16, I'm marrying her. And I don't even joke around with shit like that. Right. So I get where Tolu's coming from. But
what was his stance on? Like, I didn't see what he was talking about, why he brought it up.
well, dude, he tagged the guy in it and everything. And this guy has like millions of followers. And
So he's going.
he
Pause.
responded. Yeah. He responded to Tolu saying, like, because Tolu was like, yeah, that's why your bitch ass took this post down. Right. And he was like, no, I didn't. He responded. He was like, I didn't take it down. He was like, it's still up on X and it has millions of views. And Tolu was like getting real hot about it. And I was like, I don't know, man. I think he's just rage baiting, dude. Like, I don't think he like truly believes the shit that he's saying. And he was like, nah, fuck that, dude. He's racist. And I was like, because he hit me up because he saw that I followed him. And I was like, yeah, this guy just rage baits. I don't think he believes anything. But he sent me this link to this podcast and I listened to like 35 minutes of it. I don't listen to podcasts.
At least 35 minutes of it. Damn.
Yeah.
You watch. Don't say you watch that shit.
Dude, it was like 2.5 hours. I watched 35 and I couldn't take it anymore. He was being blatantly racist. And I was like, there's no way this guy is being serious right now. But I don't know, man.
Are you sure we're talking about him or like, a couple people in the CWG group chat in the last couple weeks?
Hold up.
Type shit.
Yeah, nah, that guy, I'll send it to you. It's crazy, man. But he backtracks a lot. He backpedals because the guys he was talking to were white guys and they didn't agree with anything that he was saying. They were like, dude, you're just a fucking bitch. That's what it is. They were calling him out. And then he would backpedal and he'd be like, oh, well, there's a couple black guys that I like and all this. And I'm like, he's rage bait, man. He doesn't believe it.
No, I think it like, there's a connection that I'm trying to like figure out between him and why he also looks like Drew Chickens.
Yeah, Drew Chickens would be saying the same stuff that this guy says, but he believes it. Drew believes it.
I'm so confused now. Who are we talking about?
I'm saying Drew Chickens is racist.
Oh, okay. I thought we might as well just say both of them.
Yeah, maybe. But what's the difference, though? You know what I mean? Like, if you're really spreading hatred, even if it's just rage bait, like, you are gathering a type of audience that most of them probably do have that belief. So, like, it's just as dangerous as, truly believing in racism. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, like, we've had this conversation. Not, I mean, in like the group on the Discord, but bro, like, I love racism. It's some of the funniest shit in the world sometimes. Like, I feel like racism is what really brings people together. But if you're a racist, you're not ever gonna fucking like really truly understand racism because you're just a fucking idiot.
No, well, I think we talked about that, and I disagree. I think there's a difference. There's a difference between racism and racial, or racist and racial.
Got you.
Because, like, I love racial shit. You know what I mean? Make fun of white people, blacks, Asians, Puerto Ricans. I don't care. Like, If you're doing it in a funny manner, yeah. But if you're being racist, there's a difference.
Yeah, I got you. That's why, like, my favorite genre of white women are ones that have nigger lips below the pelvis.
What the fuck?
That's an interesting way to put it. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I know you do, Trav. Hey, cut. I know you do.
Do I? Not really. Not into white woman.
Nigger lips or an enlarged clitoris? Who knows?
Oh man. Yeah, he likes that BBC Big Black Clit.
Wow.
That's what he likes.
Never mind.
Yeah, if you're saying never mind, please don't. I already saw what you produced on this episode so far.
Do not do it.
Do not disturb.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
What is the ETA on when fucking CAPTCHA cooks this bitch ass nigga's boots on here? Like,
yeah, that's gonna be.
If you can give me a breakdown and like a lore, like, is it canon? With like, what's happening in this time? I don't even know how this shit started.
Okay, so here's the lure. We have 3 more minutes. So let me break it down for you real fast. So there's a guy. Well, you know how
that's racist.
You know how the whole lore started with the Sauced podcast and this podcast. You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean Tyler Perry's second cousin, twice removed?
Yeah. So that happened with this podcast, and it was all in fun on my end. Like, I didn't mean anything by it. I was just fucking around. Well, there was like a couple listeners or a couple people that are on that other podcast that came and joined this one, I guess, to see what this is all about. And we welcome everybody over here. So they came over, and one dude was in the comments last week and pretty much was just saying a bunch of gay stuff, right? Because he's gay.
Bro, I even say be gay and just talk about gay shit, bro. Like,
no, I think you think I'm being funny. I think you think I'm being funny. I'm being for real. Like, he is gay, and he was just pretty much saying I'm gay over and over in the chat. And Travis, or not Travis, sorry, I was just looking at Travis. But Shane was like, "Yo, man, the point over here is to be funny." Like, try to be funny. And they had a little back and forth, and you know how Shane gets when Shane gets how Shane gets.
Hey, Shane gets the gilliest.
He does. And yeah, so they had like a little tiff, and the guy ended up blocking Shane. And then he ended up unblocking Shane. And I was like, yo, why don't you guys talk this out? Because he told me, he was like, yo, I'd like to challenge him to a roast. So I called him the next day. I FaceTimed him. And I was like, yo, man, just want to let you know, Shane is our roast master. Like, he did so good on the roast that we've done in Comedy Writers Guild. He's our official roast master. And he was like, oh, really? And he didn't back out of it. And I was like, awesome, dude. That's what's up. Oh. So, Jesus Christ.
Hey, yo, Shane being the roast master, I think there's something there about him roasting the AIDS out of his gay. I don't know.
I do like your Freudian slip where you said the race master.
You mean my George Floydian slip? Damn it!
Goddamn. Dude, if you don't write that down, I'm going to.
Dude,
so I can barely read. Hey, write it down for me, Trav.
I love this. I can barely read bit. Yeah, Travis, send that to him because he needs that.
I'm on it.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Hey, but I don't think FedEx will ship anything on like the BPT time zone, Harmon.
What about the CT? I can't even say it. What is it? CPT.
Chat CPT.
Chat CPT. It's just a chat. You ask it a question, it gets back to you in 3 to 5 business days.
CPT, that's what Kid Rock is on. That's child pornography time.
No.
Oh,
Hey, no.
true.
Ball with the ball. I don't know. There's something there. I lost it.
Oh man, pause with the pause.
Hey.
There you go.
Ooh.
All right, brother. Well, we got to get back to these joke concepts, but it was an absolute pleasure having you on, bro. Thanks for coming
Hey,
in.
man, I'm glad I got to finally be back on. We need to start establishing like the clothing line for Travis because I'm trying to be up all on his neck like that collar is, but like the button's gone and
Pause.
he's just like bye.
See it.
Got him. All right, guys, that was Joffrey Warren Featherstone coming in again. And yeah, so let's get down to what this podcast is all about with the second joke concept of the night. Yes. Worst thing a cult leader could do besides the obvious.
All right. And apparently there are a bunch of things. Once again, reading off only the jokes that got 4 reactions or more. And first we have... Damn, I'll let you know when I find one.
You know what? We did I did 10 extra minutes. Holy shit. Sorry.
Did we?
Yeah. I added that way wrong.
Huh. Well... No one. Absolutely no one got 4 reactions or more. So, let me refresh again, and I guess I'll just read off the ones that got any reactions. Or maybe, like, 2 or something. I'll do the ones that got 2. Alright, so first we have Juan Sancho Villa, and he said, a cult leader being openly racist instead of closeted racist would definitely impact profit margins.
He also said, why did Travis Strom smile so big when the N-word was said?
Because I don't know.
You were like, I'm glad he's saying it and not me. No.
Next we have Juan Sancho Villa once again. And that wasn't a joke for the concept. He just said, why is the guest slowly disappearing? Next we have, again, Juan Sancho Villa. And he said, the guest looks like he'd be charged with attempted murder if he went down on someone. And next we have Dan Zilla Drums with buy off-brand Kool-Aid ? And next we have Cole Burner, and he said, the worst thing a cult leader could do is show up naked on his own show with only a mug between his legs.
True.
Denzilla Drums, he said, worst thing a cult leader could do is re-record her entire discography and then make her fan base repurchase it a second time.
Who did that?
I have no idea. I want to say Taylor Swift. Just seems like something she would do.
That might be it. Or Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
She would do that.
Cole Burner said, the worst thing a cult leader could do is host his bitch-ass show on Facebook where everyone can see our comments.
Who said that?
Cole Burner.
What, you got an issue with that, bro?
Thank you, Cole. Very cool. Next we have, also not a joke for the concept, I'm going to say it anyway, Pickle Rick. And he said, Joffrey Warren Featherstone is probably late for work. Next we have Dan Zilla Drums. Dan Zilla Drums said, probably the worst thing they could do is not properly sharpen their cutlery before the mandatory group castration.
Ouch.
And next we have no one. That was it. Okay, yeah. The most reacts anyone got was 3. I have an opinion about this. One of the people that got 3 was in like a 3 or 4-way tie for first place was Danzilla Drums, winner of the previous concept, who could not make it on. You want to just bring him on?
Yeah. Also though, honorable mention Juan Sancho because he had the most. So Juan, if it wasn't for the fact that Dan already won the last one, you would have been on for sure.
Yeah. But
All
yeah,
right.
it's hard to call anyone a winner if they only got 3 reacts, though.
I know, guys. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll tell you what the worst thing a cultist could do is, and that's not react to damn jokes.
Yeah, you call yourself cultists?
Pathetic.
Give me a fucking break. Anyway, so while he's bringing Dan on, I'll get down to the third Joe concept of the night. And you better fucking like your favorite punchline. I tried joining a cult once, but what happened, guys? What happened when you tried joining a cult once?
Let's find out. All right, hopefully Dan is actually available. Well, he's seen the link. I would like to think that he is making his attempt.
Okay.
What's your opinion on the last concept? What do you think the worst thing a cult leader could do is?
Not have sex with me.
Yeah.
Like that's why I joined the cult.
Yeah. Just, what do you mean you won't fuck my wife? The whole reason I'm here.
Yeah.
Hey.
How's it going?
Yo.
I'm just waiting to see if you guys show up yet. I don't have you both on my screen.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you both, and I can see now you both popped up. So there's a little delay, I guess.
Okay.
Anywho, how's it going?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm swell.
Well, okay.
No complaints. I'm just waiting for the fucking roast battle of the century here.
Yes, much anticipated.
Yeah. You got any money on this? I told Shane I got 1,500 on this, but I didn't tell him who I put it on. So, trick is you put an equal amount on both people, and you can't lose.
Well,
Dan has
never thought of that.
Like I was saying last week, if there was ever a CWG versus Sauce Roast battle, it's going to be a CWG blowout victory. So I would be willing to completely drain all negative $300 from my bank account right now to put it on CAPTCHA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it might be interesting. I'm excited to see how that goes.
For sure. So let's talk about Johnston Chaos.
I don't even know what I'm doing with that yet, man.
Bro, it's genius.
So here's the other thing. I'm not even sure yet if I'm gonna do the whole costume thing or not. Because it seems like a lot of fucking around. And like I have so many ideas for this now, and like as I'm going with it, it just keeps building. But essentially I want to have like green screen backgrounds and shit of like motion type stuff going on and just like going on like one at a time, like taking on guests and stuff and just like fucking with people, and just like because I don't know if you've ever done like a TikTok battle before.
I've seen them.
These people go like side by side, and like I get them when I'm playing drums, and it's always at least I don't know if it's because I'm like really low level, but I keep getting these people that are like they don't say anything back to me. They're sitting in like a place with it looks like they're just sitting in a pile of rubble somewhere. It's just so fucking.
You're just talking to Indian guys.
I would ask them where they're from, but they wouldn't respond to me. Like they make weird like hand gestures and stuff, and every once in a while I like yell at them and tell them to show me their hands and stuff. There's a lot of like fuckery going on.
Do they do this a lot?
Oh no, that's not. They're not. It's not India. Definitely, it's definitely a place that's in like a heavy struggle right now. I'm getting a lot of places from there. It seems. I don't know.
What the fuck?
I don't do it because it's not like the way it works is like you'll be doing stuff. If you ever go live on TikTok, you will just get a request. It'll say, and it'll just like I can't. It just looks like symbols and shit. I don't know what the fuck what it actually says. Like mass amount of symbols, request to like join your live. I'm like, okay, click it. And it's some like dude sitting there like, dude, there was some lady the other night. Okay, I'm not even bullshitting you. I can probably go back and like get a recording of this and maybe we can make a clip out of this. There was a lady who was making, I hope it was wigs or rugs or something. She was sitting on the floor and it was like this board with a bunch of nails sticking up, like just nails. And she just kept running and sifting this like wig hair or some shit through the whole live while I'm playing drums. And then while they do that, people battle and send gifts to this person versus that person. I'm playing like a Slayer song on drums and this person's like maniacally fucking like sifting wigs. And this is the world we live in. Like I think some shit got fucked up. Dude. Like we're in a weird timeline. You know what I mean? Dude, you want to know something? On TikTok they have gifts, right? Mm-hmm. Like you give people like those stupid gifts, like a little tiny little hearts and shit like that. I gave a little heart the other day to Sammy the Bull Gravano from the Mafia.
Dude, what are the odds? This is a fucking strange world we live in.
Sammy the Bull Gravano goes live on TikTok. It's fucking wild. The world we live in, man.
That's so weird, man. Well, that's just like Casey Anthony going live.
She would make bank. She would make bank on TikTok.
No. She did it. And people like fucking like I don't even know the word, dude, but came at her bad. She like deleted her TikTok instantly. Because
people don't like her.
Here's the thing. Here's the world that we live in. Not only did she come on TikTok, she came on TikTok to say that she's an advocate for her daughter.
That makes sense. I mean, I think she was just misunderstood, you know? I think I could change her. Do you think you could change her?
I know I could.
I bet she'd be a hilarious comedian.
Oh yeah, dude.
She would do well.
Yeah, she'd make it far, dude, for sure. But that's the type of girl you want, man. Like, fuck a plan B. She got a plan C.
It's probably one of the ones you definitely need to try to pull out. You know.
I mean, I wouldn't even want to change her. Fuck all that child support.
That's one of the ones that like probably gets pregnant to threaten you.
Yeah.
Guess what, motherfucker?
You know who else is like that? That I would totally get pregnant if I could.
80% of the.
No, Amber Heard.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she's crazy, dude. She'll definitely like turn your condoms inside out and put them inside.
I hear a lot of the rappers they throw some hot sauce in them. Is that some real stuff?
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's fucking crazy. Do you think they also use that same bottle of hot sauce at the table for their food? Mm-hmm. Like they pull it out. Oh, it's my condom hot sauce. Like, cause it's got to probably touch the rim of it every once in a while, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. A little bit of latex on your fried chicken. Yeah.
For breakfast?
Yeah, Drake does that. That's what I heard. Drake puts hot sauce in his condoms.
God damn.
So if you hear some chick just screaming in the bathroom, she's really trying.
Do you think he does it for spermicide, or do you think he does it because he likes, like, you know, a little bit of extra burn to it?
Oh, what if what if he put the hot sauce in his condom before he put his condom on?
Yeah,
no, but he doesn't tell you. What he doesn't actually tell you, what Drake actually does, he puts the hot sauce in the condom, shakes it up, and then.
Jesus, that's why they call him Drizzy Drake.
Yeah, fucking asshole.
Oh god.
Not trying to put no kids in these kids.
Oh. So what's new with you guys? See, I changed the subject off of that whole fucking Johnson, whatever the fuck thing.
Yeah, dude, you didn't even explain. So since you're not, I'm going to explain to everybody. So Dan hits me with this message the other day. He's like, dude, tell me if I'm retarded or not. And
immediately he says yes.
Yeah, no, I said, dude, this is fucking genius, because we all know Dan, right? And we know his style of comedy and like what he's doing with shit. and he sends me a video of the beard he wore as me, right? And he's like, got this video edited, and he's like, yo, this is Johnston Chaos. Join my fucking TikTok, or else you're a pussy, or something like that, you know?
No, it's like, why are you so stupid? Just do it.
Yeah, why are you so stupid? Just do it. Just join my TikTok. Dude, why'd you take that video down, by the way?
You want the honest to God truth? I was embarrassed after a day, but I was like, oh no, that's stupid. I wanted to rethink the whole thing. I don't know if I like the whole costume thing. You know what I mean?
Dude,
I'm not sure. It's a whole commitment.
You're fucking up.
It's a whole commitment.
Do you have the video?
I have it on my phone somewhere, yeah.
Can you send it to Travis, and can Travis play it for us, please?
I don't think I can do that right this second. I might have even deleted it off my phone. I'll be disgusted.
Bullshit. That's absolute bullshit.
Dude, you think I can't make 4,000 more of those?
Yeah.
You know how long that took me to make? It took me 3 fucking minutes.
I know. I think, Dan, I really think you're thinking too much, man, because I would tell you if I think it's retarded. And I like to think that I know things that are funny. And that shit was fucking gold, bro.
See, but my concern is you do know what's funny. What would also be funny would be to let me look like an asshole and not tell me.
True, but I'm not doing that, I promise.
All right, but that's what you would say. You know, I mean, if somebody was being so fucking stupid and it was hilarious how stupid they were being, you wouldn't be like, hey, stop that. You'd be like, oh, fucking keep going, bro.
Dude, that was just like when you came on as me, right? We were talking everything over, and I was talking about how Freezy was going to be on the podcast, and you were like, wait, was it Freezy? Who was going to be on?
As the guest?
No, not as the guest. Anyway, I think it was Freezy, right? And you were like, yo, you know, it'd be hilarious if you told Freezy he was going to be on, but then you never sent him the invite. So
No. Tell him that he's going on in character, so he gets in full costume and sits in his house in full costume for 2 hours.
Oh, that's what it was when he was Rosie O'Donnell. Yes. So imagine, Travis, this was genius. Imagine me telling Freezy, like I sent him a wig and everything. I'm the one that bought the wig, right? So I sent him the wig. Imagine he's just sitting sweating.
He couldn't pay for the wig?
Sweat. He didn't. But that's neither here nor there. And he's not even here. So anyway, so I sent him the wig and everything, and imagine he's just sitting on his fucking bed with Adam Ray behind him on the poster, sweating his ass off, and I'm like, yo, Freezy, you're gonna play Rosie O'Donnell, and I have Donald Trump on, but we never bring him on the podcast. That bit would only be funny to us because nobody would know that ever happened.
Or if there was some way, you know how you guys had, I mean, I don't want to spoil all the secrets, but you know how you have like that waiting room that you can hold guests in?
Yeah.
Just hold them in there and just like record that and then release that later, like his frustration. Isn't there like some psychological experiment where they do that with people where they put them in a room and like tell them to wait for a certain amount of time and then they just keep making them wait to see how long till they freak out?
Yeah. Dude, that'd be great.
5 more minutes.
10
more minutes.
It would take 3 minutes with Freezy. Like once he found out that he wasn't going to be a big part of that like Lost in It shitty thing that we did, he just left.
Dude, you know what's really funny about that? And I think I've told you, but like I didn't know you guys were doing that. I was really bored one night and putzing around in the basement and like doing some shit. And then I popped on Discord. I'm like, oh shit, like there's 15 people online. I'll pop on there and like just hang out or whatever. I threw up my camera. And then before I realized I was in the middle of whatever it was you guys were, I didn't know you were doing that until it like started.
Yeah. And you fucking killed it. You came in like 3/4 of the way of me explaining everything that was going on, and you freestyled and you killed it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. Is Fender coming on tonight? Do you know?
Yes, he is.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful,
yep.
beautiful.
But we are going to head off into the next Joe concept. But Dan, I'm telling you, keep the beard, bro.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Oh, and I do want to explain some part of that is like that's the other thing is like that's the only bit of costume stuff I have. So that's why I'm like feel like it just feels stupid reusing it. I don't know. I got a lot of thoughts about things until it just happens. So,
dude, I think you're thinking too much into it. I think it's gold, bro.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys have at her here.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we'll find out some more information about this in the future.
Sounds good. And make sure you watch to see this roast battle that goes down.
I'm gonna be in there. I shaved my head in solidarity with Shane.
I don't know how that works, but okay.
I was trying to make a racist joke, but
Okay.
it didn't work because it was stupid. I just don't like dealing with hair. It's not for political reasons. Love you all. Have a good night. Good luck, Shane. Good luck, Brooklyn. Brooklyn from Brooklyn. My favorite color is Brooklyn. My favorite animal is Brooklyn.
All right. That was Danzilla Drums, guys. If you don't already, go follow him on TikTok at 2 TikToks now. He's got this thing that he's doing that I think is genius. Go over and follow Johnston Chaos. I'm telling you, he's thinking too much about it, but what he has going on, it's going to work, man. And then also follow him at Danzilla Drums. All right, so let's get down to what this podcast is about with the excuse me, with the third joke concept of the night. I tried joining a cult once, but
All right, let's see. So first up we have... Oh boy, not again.
Juan Sancho says, "You say Casey Anthony, and all I hear is National Treasure."
All right, looking for jokes that have 4 more reactions. And there, once again, fucking aren't any.
Are you serious, man? How the fuck?
I've threatened them multiple times. They don't take me seriously. I told them that if you don't react to concepts, Harmon will not cuck you. And
Yeah, I won't cuck you, and you'll be out of the cult.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And I also told them if they don't react, then they must drink the condom sauce. Okay, hang on.
That's the thing. You shouldn't have said that, dude. We got a bunch of fags in there, and they're all about it. They want to drink the condom sauce.
Yeah, my bad then. All right, but I refreshed the page, and there is one now. All right, so first up we have Mr. Cole Burner, and he said, "I tried joining a cult once, but I couldn't reach 4 laugh reactions." Well, you
Well
did there,
played.
buddy. All right, I'm just going to go on reading the ones that have 2 again. Cole Burner said, "I tried joining a cult once, but it turns out they sacrifice cripples." Terrible. And next, Kyle Yamkowski, and he said, "I tried joining a cult, but my Badussi queefed on the leader, and it was a wet one." And next, we have Shane Lucas. He said, "I tried joining a cult once, but they said I had to memorize the Torah." Damn. From Cole Burner, "I tried joining a cult once, but they drug tested."
No, what kind of cult would do that?
Probably fucking... I don't know. Lots of answers, none of them funny. Next we have Nat Holden. I don't know whether it's... They said, "I tried to join a cult once, but then I decided to form a Norwegian black metal band called Cunt Farts." Love it. Let's give it a listen. Cole Burner said, "I tried joining a cult once. Why else would I be in this chat?" Fair point.
True.
Andy Dellinger said, "Oh, this is not a joke for the concept. He just said, for some reason, I can't react to the comments." Is that just Andy making excuses, or is that, like, all of you guys? Because that's the only valid excuse I can think of for this. Next we have... All right, this one didn't get 2 reactions, but I'm going to say it anyway just because of the thing that happened. Juan Sancho Villa said, I tried joining a cult, then made a dumb comment about them going on Facebook Live. And the crazy thing is like it had like Facebook put a C translation button under there. Facebook being racist.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's good.
Phil Lombardo said, but my credit history is shit. And Cole Burner once again said, I tried joining a cult once, but there was stairs.
I tried joining a cult, but it wasn't ADA compliant. That's awesome.
All right, so the winner of the concept with the bare fucking minimum of 4 reactions was, I tried joining a cult once, but I couldn't reach 4 laugh reactions, and that was Cole to the Burner.
All right, you know what's so funny? Right before we came on, I was talking to Cole. He was the one where my notifications were going off and off and off. And I said, yo, man, are you going to bless us with your presence tonight? And he was like, more than that, I'm going to make it on the podcast. And he did.
Yeah. With both quality and quantity tonight for this one. Like, even if he didn't get the 4 reacts, he easily had, like, the most overall reactions.
Hell yeah.
Was
What
there...
up, what up, bro?
We doing it. We're doing it live. God damn it.
Let me read this 4th joke concept real quick. All right, hold on. Where is it? All right. 4th and final joke concept of the night. Name a celebrity that would run a cult, and what would it be? Can you turn your volume down a little bit? We're getting like a bunch of feedback.
Yeah, it might be my TV here. 1 second.
I don't think it's the TV.
Is that any better right now?
Yo. Nah, it's feeding back.
Shit. What about now?
Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, I'll talk quieter.
Okay. There's like no other noise. I don't know.
Yeah. I was gonna say, can you turn it down just a little bit? Hello.
Yeah, better there.
Yeah, that's better.
Much better.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. What's going on, man?
Not too much, man. I mean, recovering from some pretty brutal shit, as we were talking about in the chat. Fucking, I had almost a stroke.
Do you want to talk about that?
I'll talk about anything, dude. We got 15 minutes, right?
Yes, sir. So what's going on with you? Like, what are they doing for you?
Well, okay, so it wasn't like a stroke because of having a stroke. I have this thing that comes with being paralyzed called autonomic dysreflexia. So it's like when something's fucked up in my body, it'll try to alert me to something being fucked up. So it'll set off my fight or flight response, which can cause a stroke. So we couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on. So it kept going all day, and eventually it led to that. It turned out I had kidney stones that were like fucking this big.
Oh.
And they led to a kidney infection, which led to causing that. So
Jesus Christ.
And I threw up 28 times.
In one day?
In like 2 hours.
What the fuck?
You were counting? Goddamn.
I counted because I was terrified. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Jesus. Have you ever had that happen before?
Mildly, but never like that. That was a new level of intensity.
Jesus. Well, how are you doing?
I'm alive. I'm here. I'm better. I'm on the show. You
know? Damn right, man. Well, we're glad to have you on.
I told you earlier I was going to be on.
I don't know if you heard me say that, but right before you came on, I was telling everybody how you said you were going to be on.
I called it. I knew I could have been on the last one. I had you missed, but it's okay. I'm here now.
Yeah. So new jokes. You have any?
Ooh, like writing stand-up material. Yeah. I had this one about it's like a William style one. I think I told you the joke, but I didn't tell everybody else, so I'll just do it. It's why would anybody ever buy tickets to an air show? Just look up, idiot.
I love it, dude. I love that one. Dude, would it be okay like if somebody sent me a joke and I say it, but I get like I say I didn't write the joke, but somebody sent it to me?
I wouldn't have an issue with it.
Would you have an issue with that, Travis?
Now you're being honest about it.
Yeah.
And just because I know what the chat's gonna say, yes, I'm aware I have bad acne.
Oh, dude, that's all they're talking about.
Oh, I
Jeez.
know. Every time.
No, nobody said anything about that.
Are you allowed to? Am I allowed to light a smoke on here? Or is that bad?
You could do, dude. You could do coke on here for all I care.
Oh,
The question is, are you allowed to smoke in the
blow the crack?
hospital?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Aren't you in the hospital?
No, I'm in my home. I have a hospital bed at home.
Oh, gotcha.
TV's over there.
I thought you said you were in the hospital.
No, I got out a couple days ago.
Oh, okay, good.
I went in today because my arm was numb. That's when I found out that I had a stroke or mini stroke.
I wish to one day just be as bold of a person as Cole Burner is with the, being paralyzed and whatever the fuck else it is he has, and then throwing cigarettes on top of it. That's.
You know what? I'm already fucked up. Who cares if it gets worse?
Your speedrunning life, my guy.
Yeah. Well, speed rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, had to.
A little bit of lip biscuit in there. My walk up song, getting on stage.
Rolling.
Oh yeah, see, you got it.
Yeah, man. So I had this guy James Dancer. He's always sending me jokes, and he said gingers prefer inside jokes.
I don't get it. I'm not a ginger.
Because they burn out in the sun.
Okay, I get it. Or now I get it.
I got it. I don't know. I got it immediately.
Okay, I'm not the only one who didn't get it.
Yeah. I got it right away. I thought it was phenomenal.
Once you get it, it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not ginger, and it only takes about 15 minutes in the sun for me before I start getting punched in the face by the long dick of skin cancer.
Yeah, I'm an albino blonde.
Yeah, I get tan. Sorry, guys. Sorry to hear about your luck.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
That Delaware sun really hits hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get so tan that Dani wouldn't mind. Dani De La Cruz. If you catch my drift.
Well, I mean, you got her on the show. That's step one.
Yeah. And she was cool, man. She was a good interview.
I agree.
Yeah.
Better than me. I'm just here talking about being sick.
Yeah. Do you have any other jokes?
I've been trying to branch out into like doing paragraphs, and I'm struggling because like I've always been a one-liner guy, and I've been trying to write like these longer jokes, and I can't do it because once I start trying to deliver it, like it's just not the same, you know. When I do like a one-liner, I can just cut into the next joke. I don't have to worry about the long-term delivery. So that's been my thing right now, is trying to write out like a big long paragraph of a joke.
Well, you gotta because I do the same thing, and I think what you got to do is like kind of look at your one-liners as the concept, and just branch off of that.
Yeah, keep adding like tags onto it, kind of make that into a thing. Yeah, I get you there.
And then
like, I had this one. I was like, this is kind of a new one. It was fat nurses are like loud babies. You can yap all you want, but why would I listen to you? Like, it was just, like, why would I take advice from a fat doctor?
Yeah, that's true.
Told me to stop smoking, fucking idiot.
I was thinking like if you were in the hospital and you had a hot nurse come in and you'd be like, "Oh, nurse, I think I'm having another stroke," and she turns around, you're just jerking off.
You know, you know what? That's actually the worst one. That I want them to be ugly, because like you don't want them to see it in that state. You're never like, you're never like ready to show it off in the hospital.
Yeah, you're right.
I hope for ugly nurses.
Unless you're in the hospital because they say if you take the little blue pill.
Priapism for a 4-hour erection, then I'll.
Yes, exactly. That's the only time you want to be in the hospital and you want them to see it. Travis, are you getting this awful feedback?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Jesus Christ. That's why I have my things like this. It's like fucking. I hope it's not fucking it all up for everybody.
I hope not too. I don't know what to do. It's literally, it's just on my end. It's just me talking to you. Silence.
Let me turn this off.
I turned my TV. Everything's off. It's literally just me talking to you on the phone.
I think the only thing that would like really solve it is if you have like some headphones with a mic, like AirPods or something like that.
I can't get out of my bed.
Fair. That's
there's a slight difference between me and the other guests there. It's like I can't get up and go grab those.
Yeah.
Nothing but excuses in this guy.
Yeah, I know. I make those excuses.
Yeah, we are.
It's a fun one. I can tell this for the point. Me and my brother, we used to go into venues with stairs for like concerts and like comedy shows. He would carry me down the stairs, and then once we got into the doors, once there was a group of people, he would yell at me for being disabled. I was like, I had to carry you down these fucking stairs, so we would just try to see how upset we could make everybody around us.
Awesome, man. Hell yeah.
But that's actually how I first met Tom Green. We did that, and he saw what we were doing, and he was just waiting at the bar, and he was like, that was fucking nuts. And that was how I first started talking to Tom Green.
Dude, that's like the coolest way you could meet Tom Green.
Yeah, I felt pretty good about it. I was like, oh, he liked my bit.
Yeah. And I feel like it's every time I'm talking, it's just horrible feedback.
So maybe it's not on my end then?
No, it's on your end.
Hang on, what about if I talk? If I talk, is it bad? Because I don't hear any feedback when I talk.
Yeah, I don't hear anything either. That's the thing.
I just heard it right there.
Yeah. Well, I apologize. It's literally silent in here.
As you should.
This is an ADA compliant cult, by the way.
Yeah, it was a DEI. I'm a DEI hire.
Yeah. Oh, I don't hear it anymore. Oh, yeah, I do. Jesus Christ, man. Travis, can you still hear me?
You're a little bit quieter, but yeah, I can.
All right, I think I kind of fixed it.
I turned the whole show into a mess. Look what I did.
Yeah, but no, I agree, man. I don't want a hot shirt.
Well, shit. All right, 1 second, guys. Shit as it is, it's still more reliable than our last video host. Let's try that again.
There's 2 Travises now on my end. Holy.
I think I should have fixed that. Hopefully you guys will pop. Okay, we're good.
Well,
I did. Yeah, that was the thing I was going to ask you about, Harmon. Is that poster behind you there? That's you almost showed a little bit of a close up. That's like it's almost like GTA kind of. I want to see that close up.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I think this is the first time you've ever used the zoom feature on purpose.
Yeah, right. Oh.
It's not working well.
It just like goes down. I have a boner.
Nice tits. Sick.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Thank you.
That's badass, man.
Thank you.
I got see that poster next to it, the Kill Tony one. The Nashville. Brian sent me the backstage pass, the exact same design. I have that hanging up.
Yep. Yep.
I still trying to get him on. Like you said he was gonna fucking, you know, old dudes be old.
They be old. All right. I can't do this feedback anymore. It's crazy.
If I got a dude, if I'm fucking it up, I can.
Yeah, it's actually it's 15 minutes anyway.
Let me leave you with this. Let's see if I got anything here for you. No, I got nothing new for you. I think I told them all last time.
All right.
Well, it's been good, buddy.
I don't mean for this to sound like it was a bad interview. I was trying to speak as little as possible because I just hear buzzing.
No, that's if it's shit, that's totally fine. I don't know what's going wrong, but I can't fix it. So
Next time that you know you're gonna get on, you always know you're gonna get on, and you always get on. Just try to have headphones.
Gotcha, man. Yeah, sorry, my bad, dude.
You're good, bro. You don't have to apologize. It's all good.
Well, salute. Been good.
Yeah, buddy. Feel better, man.
Cheers, fellers.
Later, bro.
Ooh, fella with the heart, are there? Alright, let's help him out of here.
Yeah, I was trying to. Here, let me turn this back up.
Oh, you turned it way back up.
No, that's not too loud, right?
Oh. No, you're actually okay.
Yeah.
Actually, hang on, let me say some more shit.
Some more shit.
Okay, yeah, no, you're good. Just trying to make sure we're not clipping.
Nope. Yeah. Hopefully that wasn't bad for the listener, but I feel like it was bad for the listener. And I was trying to talk as little as possible. So I apologize for that. Cole, you have nothing to apologize for. Just next time, let's wear some headphones. And let's get down to what this podcast is all about with the fourth Joe concept of the night. Name a celebrity that would run a cult, and what would it be?
And what would it be indeed? Hopefully, I would love to believe that you guys reacted the jokes. Let's see. Theoretically, I'm going to read off the ones that got 4 or more. My threat to you got 4, but did any of the jokes? Scrolling. No, they did not.
Jesus Christ.
What? I got a question. Why? Why don't you react to the other jokes? Like maybe we just, I don't know. It's not too late. Go through, react. I'm gonna refresh the shit one more time. And I guess once again I will be reading off the ones that got 2 or more reactions, because it's not like we don't got people watching right now. We got 20 viewers on Facebook alone. Like, there's no reason come on, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, if my threats to you qualified as jokes for the concept, I would be the winner by a landslide right now.
Yeah.
Right. So, first joke comes from a guy who's already been on, Joffrey Warren Featherstone, and he said, "Looks like Tom Green put his burn on his lips." And next we have, once again, Joffrey Warren Featherstone, and he said, "Macaulay Culkin, but he's Jigsaw." And now we have Dino Rodino, and he said, "Kanye West would have a cult. They change their views every month, but somehow they'd always be worse."
Yo, you know what's so funny? I was hoping somebody would say Kanye West.
Yeah, I like it. And next we have a guy who's going to be on later anyway, Jacob Offender D. Legal, and he said, "Helen Keller and her followers would take over the Special Olympics and create an army to fight the LGBTQ movement. Didn't know Helen Keller felt that way.
She would in 2025.
You never know. Next we have Dan Zilladrums. A lot of people don't know this, but Guy Fieri has actually been running a cult for 20 years. Flavortown is very real, and its citizens are weary.
Who said that?
Dan Zilladrums.
Yeah, that sounds like a Dan thing. That's what I thought.
Yeah. And next we have Joffrey Warren Featherstone, and he said, "How does Cole look like he was on the cover of Goosebumps' Choose Your Own Adventure book?" Not a joke for the concept, but I love it.
Yeah, it was good.
Next we have Juan Sancho Villa, and he said, "I feel like James Franco would definitely start one and make you pick up a banana with your butt." And now we have Brooklyn, and he said, "I'm gonna grab that mug by the pussy." And that was it. Okay, so let me hit a refresh to see if anyone pulled out ahead.
I know what my favorite one was.
Yeah, me too. Let's see. So, once again, I am still winning by a landslide.
Dan Zilla said, "Let me back on. I need to talk about Israel."
All right. Yeah, no one's really pulling ahead too much. But hang on, Daddy's gotta do some scrolling here. Okay, so we only had 2 people that I read off that even qualify, either due to the fact that they're gonna be on later or they've already been on.
Okay, well, since people aren't reacting, I'm picking. Bring on Dino Redino.
Okay, all right. Dino, stand by for a link. Yeah, this is what happens when you guys don't react to the comments. You kind of don't get a choice in who gets brought on anymore.
Yeah. How am I going to be the stern cult leader that I am if I don't fucking put some fear into my cultists?
You got me.
Yeah. Take that, motherfuckers. Tino said, "Not me. I'm trying to get my toddler to go to sleep." Motherfucker.
All right, that's we were like Juan Sancho was probably gonna win. What was it, the first or the second one, just by quantity anyway?
Yeah. Yep. All right, bring on Juan, my boy Ron. Ron. My boy Ron, my boy Juan. Sancho.
Sanchito, espera que un poquito. Le traje un mensaje, no mames. And there you go.
Yeah, Juan said, "I was close, shaking my head. Second time I've been cheated tonight." Motherfucker, you weren't cheated.
Yeah, I think that the one you would have won, I think the most reactions you got was like 2, which I don't consider that to be your fault. I consider that to be the audience's fault. Like 20 motherfuckers in here, and they are all greedily withholding their reactions.
Well, somebody, Brian Blanton, said you guys are having tech issues. I wonder if he means with the like like button.
Yeah, guys, I'm looking at the comments right now. If you guys, anyone other than Andy Dellinger can't like react to the comments, then let me know. Because there are definitely people who can. I definitely can. I'll react that shit right now. Boom.
Dan said, "Everybody start overreacting to all the comments now just to mess with them."
Yeah, I'll give that a wow react.
See if Ron Sancho read your message.
Checking. He did.
Cool.
All right, he's been on before. He knows how this works.
Mm-hmm. And that was all the joke concepts. So now, once Juan gets off of here, we are going to go into our main event. CAPTCHA. Shane CAPTCHA Lucas going against Brooklyn in a CWG style roast battle. And I have nothing prepared for this. Like, I didn't want to be a part of it at all. I wanted to give them the platform and I want them to do their thing. Of course, I will introduce them like a good host. But that's about it. Yo.
What's up?
My boy.
What's up, guys?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I had to fucking re-download the app. I guess I fucking deleted it. I don't fucking understand. It must have been, it's Trump's America. You know how it goes.
Yeah, man. But it's my cult. Okay. And I need you to be on top of shit.
I'm here. It took me like an extra minute.
Look at that. Yeah. Look what's in his ears. It's fucking headphones.
Yeah, you see that, Cole? You see the fucking headphones in his ears? I'm just kidding. Cole felt so bad for that.
And I have a second one.
Damn. Ballin'.
That's it.
Actually,
friend.
Oh yeah, I got all friends. I never get the real deal. Where are you, dude? So fucking.
I'm at the bar that named a drink after me. It's my dude. I've been doing a show. I've been doing 1 or 2 shows a night, like for the past couple weeks. So tonight I wasn't booked for anything. I was like, I'm gonna tune into the podcast. I'm just gonna relax in my hometown, and just kind of take a break from performing. So tonight's like my off night. Yeah.
Well, I haven't said it, but you are actually the one that got me linked up with Dani to bring it on tonight. Yes, so thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was dope having her on. She's definitely a hard worker, man. She's a grinder. She's hilarious. I'm glad I get to see her in person. I know there's people in the chat that are gonna be jealous about that. It's all good.
Yeah, so Juan was actually out to dinner with her for her 40th birthday, and I wanted to hit her up and ask her because I seen her like post videos and stuff, and she's funny. And I was like, you know what, like when we need like a female comic on, I'm gonna reach out to her, see if she wants to be on. Then you were out to dinner with her, and I was like, yo, man, what's up with this Dani chick? Is she cool? And I was thinking about having her on the podcast, and you were like, well, I just asked her, and she's stoked. She'd love to be on. I was like, oh, fuck, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think we sent you a video and everything. Yeah, we were having a few drinks and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, because she had her whole family there. It was a beautiful moment. I was like, dang.
See, that's what people don't get. If you just like force your way to meet the mom just right off the bat, then like, especially in Hispanic cultures, like the mom's gonna keep asking, like, hey, where's that nice young man that was like at your birthday? You know what I'm saying? It's chess, not checkers.
That's funny, man. Oh shit. Now, were you saying that for you or me?
I'm saying that for anyone out there that is taller than 5'1" and not 185 pounds that needs reassurance that there is a way.
There's hope.
Yeah. If you use your wits and your comedic timing, you can land and just force your way into anyone's agenda.
Yeah. Yo, girl.
With minimal social media stalking, like naturally.
Yo, girl, I'm trying to force my way into your agenda.
You got papers or not? Because I'm American.
Damn right. Another thing is we talked about you on Kyle and Jordan's podcast, and you were just kind of naturally brought up because we were talking about Reddit and how much that sucks. I've never been on Reddit before, dude. I don't know. So I didn't know
it's
talking shit on.
So like I had tried. So whenever I got pulled for Kill Tony, it takes like 2 to 3 weeks for your episode to come out. So, and I had been seeing like other people because you interact with all these comedians. Like afterwards after their episodes drop. And you're hearing like, oh man, I really wish like I had all my social medias up to date. I wish I had been on all these platforms. So I spent the next 2 weeks like kind of like updating, making sure all my names were the same on all my platforms. And then I was like, oh well, let me go create a Discord, and then let me go create and then let me make sure my Reddit account is up to date and it reflects Sancho Pancho Villa. And so my Reddit account was banned for some reason. And so like I had to make an appeal. And like literally in the appeal, I was like, hey, I'm trying to join the Kill Tony Reddit page. My episode just dropped. I was just on the show. Please unblock my account. And they did. And so then I like commented. I was like, oh, I'm unblocked. What's up, everyone? And by that time, like people had already been like going to town on me. And so, and not in a good way either. And so then I went and like found the post, and I don't know, mainly it was just like people that were like, they were really upset at the fact that I was talking about like sleeping with married women or like other people's women. And I'm like, what? I was like, of all the things, like that's what you're mainly mad about?
It's
And then
content,
obviously,
dude.
and then I'm like, I guess they don't get like entertainment, and they don't get like the like like the idea of like having a character or whatever. So
Yeah.
I was like, dude, whatever. And then they were like, oh, you can tell he's lying and all that. And I was like, obviously, I got to be confident in the shit I'm saying on stage, or else I'm going to get fucking mowed through by fucking these famous ass comedians that are
Yeah.
fucking like professional roasters. So I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So, and then my weight was like the secondary thing that they kept talking about. So I'm finally getting my neck back very, very slightly. So that's good.
So, like, how does one deal with something like that? Being on like the largest show that you could be on for comedy, and then getting like negative feedback. When really, dude, all jokes aside, not because you and I have become close and I think you're a good dude and I think you're funny and all that. Like all that aside, like if I think you did very well. So like the fact that you were trash in the comments, I don't understand it, but how do you deal with it?
So you have to take at it from like a larger perspective. Like there was like and me just like kind of like having a good memory. I counted like maybe there was like people that were like, oh, blah blah blah, fuck this guy, and then you compare that to the 2.3 million people so far, 2.4 million that have seen that episode, and I'm like, okay, like 80 people compared to fucking 2.4 million.
Yeah.
And then like people that actually like reached out to me on Instagram, Facebook, like all those people were like, hey man, like I really appreciate that you were like so confident and that you just kind of like had a good time with it. Like that gave me more confidence in like my journey or whatever. So you just gotta find the silver lining, and you just gotta like just look at it from like a very like larger scale. Like what are these fucking 80 people with fake fucking profiles doing to contribute to your daily like I'm literally getting booked for shows. I'm literally out here grinding. Like their fucking Reddit comments didn't fucking set me back. If anything, like I was telling you, it's my villain arc story. Like now I'm just losing weight so I can fuck all their wives if I ever get the chance to. Like
I love it, man. That's fucking awesome. Well, you're an inspiration, man. You are fucking funny. I love that you're a part of this podcast and a part of the community. Like, I hope to have you keep coming back, man. And also you and I getting closer. 'Cause, like, I really dig what you're doing. I like you as a person, man. You're awesome.
yeah, man. No, I appreciate it. I like being able to come on here and just like have like good like roasting fun, and then connect with people like on like in the DMs or whatever. Like I'm pretty cool with Kyle and a few other people. And like me and Mike Freezy, like he's reached out to me before, and we've like literally like talked and done like improv, and like he's giving like asked for like critiques, and he's giving me critiques. Travis keeps asking me for nudes, so I really don't open his messages anymore. No, just kidding. But yeah, no, dude. And I love what you are doing with this podcast, man. Giving people a platform where, like, if they're living in a place where they can't like get to open mics or they can't like practice their comedic skills, if they're funny enough in the comments, it's like the people's podcast. I look at it because it's the people that are voting for people to come on and stuff like that. So I really like what you are doing. I've been telling everyone like, because I'm friends with a lot of people in the Kill Tony universe, and I'm like, spoiler alert, but like I plan on like giving y'all a shout out on my next appearance because again I'm there like most Mondays, so like so that way in the Discord everyone can get their panties wet and be like, wait, hold on, here it comes.
Yeah.
So because I'm all about giving people shout outs, and I'm already getting enough exposure just being the performer on there. So if I can like give residual exposure to like other platforms at the same time, it's like killing two hookers with one bullet. You know what I'm saying?
And we all know you've been there. And we'll have to get you one of these shirts, bro.
Yeah, man, for sure. I'm fucking rep
I
that
don't
shit.
I don't know if you know, but on the back it has the
Oh, yeah. So whenever I'm like walking out, I could just like stop for a second and just be like, "Can you dig it?" and then fucking scamper off. Even if they like, no, you can't promote another podcast on here. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool.
be
But
like,
little
sorry,
do they
but
know.
you have no choice because I'm gonna turn around at some point. Yeah. And then Reddit's gonna eat you alive. They're gonna be like, look at this guy, he's as big as a fucking billboard. And I'm gonna be like,
well, dude,
that's a billboard that
and so I was, because like I do watch the pod and stuff, man, and I was gonna like be like to kind of like get them to let me say the name. I was be like, Red Band, you'd be surprised. You're actually like one of their like prime like candidates to be the guest.
He's my
like
number
and then
one.
like yeah, no, I remember like a few podcasts ago that came. Like I said, I have a really good memory, so
You do.
like right now, the only shirt I could come up with was I'm not gay, but $20 is $20. So
Hell yeah.
dude, I just like being out and about and just like just like wearing stuff and just doing antics that like make other people smile because it makes them more comfortable, and they're like, I guess whatever I got going on in life, I'm not as worse off as this guy, even though like aside from everything I got going on personally, I'm giving other people a chance to kind of like get some relief by seeing me be dumb or silly. Like that's kind of like a it's cool. It's like a highlight of the night. So
it's awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, thanks for coming on again, brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I thought I was gonna get overlooked again, but thank God everyone else that's funnier than me was already on or is gonna be on soon. So I'm ready for this roast battle and to see what the roast master of the pod has to come. Nothing about gay people, nothing against them, right? Obviously, I love Travis, but I'd rather the Comedy Writers Guild candidate fucking murder what's her name? Fucking Dyke or Brooklyn, whatever the fuck.
Oh, it's a dude.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I messed up your bit. Sorry.
I like to personally take a book Snow out of Conor McGregor's book and apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. Sancho Pancho Villa, fuck who he wants.
That's right.
And just for the record, I wasn't asking you for nudes on purpose. Like I was searching for big Latina chichis, but I accidentally typed in big Latino chichis, and it just sent me to you.
Well, like, even if you had looked up big Latina chichis, it would have still sent you to me.
Yeah, fair.
Awesome.
But thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, brother. Later, man.
Peace.
Later.
All right. That was Sancho Pancho Villa Comedy on YouTube, unless he changed it. And that was the end of the joke concepts. So now we are ready for our main event. So Travis, if you could send those invitations.
Yep.
Who's ready? Who's ready for this fucking roast battle, man? So here's the rules for people that don't know. I think it's only us that know. We're allowing them 10 jokes each. Okay? Now, if they put multiple jokes into one, it counts as one. But 10 back and forths. And, well, I'll say this when he comes on. Danzilla, I'm so sorry. I meant to say there has been an appealing amount of diversity on tonight's episode. Maybe appalling. Yo, yo.
What's good?
What's
Yo.
up?
You just muted yourself. There you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you to come through my earbuds. Hold up.
Damn, first time for everything. Holy shit. Folks that don't know, Shane actually got his earbuds for this.
Bro, I did. I had earbuds the last time that I was on. Long time ago. I'm in like a Pickle Rick type drought right now.
I know.
I mean, it's not that bad, but
yeah. It's not that bad for anybody.
right, yeah. I mean, that would just be crazy. I do have to check one thing. Let me make sure I can look at my Google Docs. Can you guys still see me?
No.
For real?
Yeah.
For real.
That is fucked. What about now? Can you still see me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hell yeah. We'll make it work.
All right, cool. And Travis, how I'm going to want it to work, sorry guys that we're talking this out during the podcast, but whoever is coming on, make them full screen, please.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh shit. And also, before I message you, sorry for not doing this, we're in fucking landscape now, boys.
All right, cool. So landscape hasn't been working this episode. I don't know why.
All right, good. Portrait's easier anyways.
Yeah.
And I'm full screen now, so let's go.
Portrait's fine. All right, Travis, has Brooklyn read it?
Last I checked, no, and still no.
All right. I'll tell him to check his. Brooklyn, if you're listening, check your message requests on Facebook. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll send it to him.
Yeah. Link at least theoretically works just as good for you as it does for me.
Yes, it does.
I mean, history has proven that maybe not so, but yeah, it should.
Bro, I love how now that all the joke prompts ended while that last dude was on, which by the way, appreciate him for the shout out and the good luck, and everybody else who's wished it as well. But dude, everybody was firing on all cylinders in the comments section while that dude was on, bro. Hilarious shit.
While
Once all the joke
Sancho
concepts
was
ended.
on?
Yeah, Sancho Pancho Via.
Why were they firing on all cylinders? What were they talking about?
I don't even remember because I've been just, kind of mentally preparing, I feel like, for the roast battle, but I just remember some fucking good ones, dude. Dude, Joffrey's been on fire today, bro.
Yo, he's on one, dude.
He is on one, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, Joffrey's been worse than me at saying offensive shit today. I'm so proud of him.
Dude, he went hard.
Joffrey said
He's going hard, bro.
5 minutes ago, Cuz looks like he could win a Juggalo Championship wrestling match.
Yeah, bro.
That's awesome.
Let's see if I can find another one. Cuz runs a torta truck. Man, I love me some tortas.
Oh yeah, tortas. Hell yeah.
Never had a torta.
That's a torter. A torter.
Torter with the hard R.
Torter with a hard R. Do you know what a torta is?
I don't think I do. I know what a tortilla is. Is a torta just a bigger one?
Pretty much.
It's a bigger one, all right. No,
is that in Spanish? Ia means smaller.
Yeah, a torta is like a frumpy Latina.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He
I
was
still
thinking
never
it was
had
something
one
you
then.
eat. Well, it is something you eat, really.
Yeah, bro, that De La Cruz.
Yeah, I wish I was your wife. Damn.
I don't know about all
More
the
than
woke
usual.
comedy safe space stuff at the end, but I mean, fuck, it's not a deal breaker for me and AOC either. So
Whoa. First of all, she wasn't doing woke comedy safe space. And here you go with your fucking politics again. I think it is important for people to have a spot where they can go for their mental health.
yeah, facts. I couldn't tell. I thought she was talking about it as a with comedy, I guess.
No.
All that shit separate from comedy in real life. Yeah, 100 very important.
Brooklyn.
What's up?
Oh
Ain't
man,
no ways.
you
He's
got
wearing
a
a
good
different jersey,
feed.
bro.
You got a good mic. Everything sounds good. Looks
Yeah, I
good.
don't have my headphones. I hope I don't miss out on my condom sauce portion.
Actually,
They would
Shane,
be very
since
upset.
since we're 4 people now, it changed the aspect ratio again. So if you can go landscape again, that would be
Oh, you
great.
fucker. All right.
There we
Oh,
go.
hell yeah. That's a lot better. There we go. All right. So I'm going to lay down. There's not really ground rules, but this is how it's going to go, right?
Yeah.
So we have the person that challenged, right? Shane. Yes. So since you challenged, I will give you the opportunity. Would you like to go first or second?
Are we doing an entire thing and then going one after the other, or are we going tip to tip like I suggested?
We could go tip to tip. Okay. Joffrey would say pause. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gay. I don't do that. I go right through.
Yeah, he doesn't pause. He just plays all the way, demo and all. Yeah. So you want to go tit for tat? So you go
Yeah.
and then he goes and then yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we plan to do. So would you like to go?
Oh,
I
would
wasn't
I
being
go
smart.
first?
Yeah, I was being legit. I wasn't being smart.
You were being a gentleman? How fucking weird.
Yeah. So do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
Sure. What do we start with? Like a little statement? Oh, starting with a little crack. Okay, great. I am an American. I was born and raised here. I am a Brooklynite, only born and raised in Brooklyn, but I am descendants of Canadians. So I try to be passive aggressive and sometimes it goes awry. So I'll start off with the first. And I'll explain to the audience what low hanging fruit is. Low
Oh,
hanging
Jesus
fruit
Christ.
is what this prick is not eating. Look at his face. He's nor touching a low hanging salad or any kind of water at all.
Okay. And Travis, make sure to full screen them.
Right. Okay. I fucked it up on that one, but
It's all right. It's all right.
Me now?
Yes, sir.
Well, first of all, I'd just like to welcome all of our additional 3 viewers. Brooklyn, thanks for bringing over the entire Sauce in the City audience. Hi, Taco Timmy. Fred was a bowler, which is interesting because you'd think he'd know how to stay in his damn lane. But now I'm going to roast his ass with jokes to spare. Bowling was also where Fred learned how to put balls in his gutter.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Here's what we have is a face. This fucking thing right here is what I would call a sprinkle of Down syndrome around the eyes and clearly across the bridge of his nose. Why your parents weren't getting a check for you, I'm fucking confused.
Okay.
Looks like there's a lot of cum on that poster, but you know, it's weird. Fred's entire personality is that he's gay. That's what you call a one-trick gerbil. Fred's only gay because he heard vaginas had vegetables in them.
All right. I'd like to go to the flyer if you could help me with this. And I have a multiple choice question for everybody. If you could zoom it in, please. If you look at the gentleman to the right of me, that's what he looks like. I don't look anything like that. So I have A, is it a swap looks thing? B, it's to look us both to both of us to look like crackheads. C, for us both to look like AIDS victims, or D, all of the above. The answer is D, all of the above. If you look, my face is different in every scenario, and this cocksucker's face is the same.
Well, the answer for you is usually D. You know, hanging around, Brooklyn said that hanging around gay kids is what turned him gay. So I guess hanging around Sauce in the City must have been what turned him retarded. Brooklyn's supposedly the best comic from Sauce in the City. I don't know about that, man. Sauce is bad, but it's not that fucking bad.
I'm gonna be nice. How old are you and what's your weight? I'm filling in some blanks over here.
So you didn't write jokes.
Right.
So you failed to prepare.
Your measurement, I got your stats here. 36, 24, 36. 24 is your age, and 36 is the age of your parents, who are not only siblings, they're fucking twins. You got double the fucked up DNA. 32, 44, and 22 are the guns that you will try to eat after you lose this roast.
Love when roast jokes have nothing to do with reality. Question: what's the difference between Alex Jones and Brooklyn? Alex Jones predicted 9/11, and I wish Brooklyn was in 9/11 just because that's the only chance of something going down on him.
I gotta tell you, you are a talented motherfucker. How you manage to have greasy and dry hair at the same time, I'm confused. But the good thing is you have a lot of hair and not split ends. You do have split ends. They're split right to your scalp. I have one more. Hold on one second. I can't read this one. And how you manage to have 6 teeth and still 32 cavities. You're a talented motherfucker, I'll tell you that.
Literally have all my teeth. I just hope fuck. I just hope Brooklyn's immune system blocks AIDS as quickly as he blocks people who make a joke about him.
Next picture, babe. Next up, we have what I can only assume from the audience. I'd like you to write this joke for me. You would think it's him trying to fuck a turtle. No, he actually did it already. He was begging the turtle to fuck him in return.
Yeah.
He had a reptile dysfunction.
When he saw your face.
Well, I got to be honest. I was a little worried at first that after I was done with this roast, Brooklyn would hang himself and I'd be responsible. But then I realized there's not a beam in the world that's load bearing enough to support that weight. By the way, load bearing is also Brooklyn's greatest attribute.
That's adorable. I've got a few more stats for you. 36, 24, 36. 36 is your life expectancy, 24 is your IQ, and 36 is how long it's going to take you to jump off the nearest bridge.
Am I getting roasted by Rain Man? What is happening? Fucking Brooklyn's first name is Fred, which conjures up Scooby-Doo memories. Pretty ironic considering this guy doesn't have a fucking clue. But he does put his dick in peanut butter and tell his dog it's time for Scooby Snap.
That's adorable. Everybody should have one of you. Shane, I did a roast based on your name. S is for syphilis. H is for herpes. A is for anal warts. N is for nipple dick. And E is you're never getting an erection. I had a bunch of other ones for lame, game, and came, but I don't have the fucking time.
This is the most.
I'm so glad N was just nipple dick.
Yeah, big fucking same.
Yeah.
This is the most autistic roast battle I've ever been a part of. Brooklyn hates Joe Rogan for some reason, and he thinks he could beat him up. You'd think he would like the UFC since they bought Pride, but in reality, Rogan trains UFC, Brooklyn trains KFC and LGBT.
Dude, I'm 20% body fat. You're 20% cigarettes. Listen, I'm going to go back to trying to compliment you. You are truly a triple fat. You have acne, back knee, and buck teeth. Your soap, shampoo, and conditioner. I'm sorry, that's what you're threatened by. And last, not least, little boys, little girls, and the elderly.
Don't see any acne. Weird. Brooklyn's a gay liberal, which means it got real awkward when him and his black husband played slave and master. It ended up with Brooklyn's asshole going through sensitivity training. But even Brooklyn's liberal ass doesn't like the new Cracker Barrel logo, but he's just mad they took away the peg game.
Sure. Last picture, please. All right. Here you have a female vagina. Clearly, it's been destroyed, wrecked beyond all belief, but you can see some semblance of what it used to look like. Here is the clit. You got to put that back on. That's not me. You just sorry, hold on. That got fucked up. I'm gonna finish this. My bad. I'm having testicle difficulties. I have those.
Doesn't surprise me.
So here you have a vagina. Jesus Christ. All right. Fuck that. So, and here's your clit. Here you go, bitch. That is my end.
Well, I probably don't even need to say a 10th joke, but it's my favorite. So, Brooklyn's husband is black, which means that every time Brooklyn farts, it smells like Newports. Every time Brooklyn's husband comes, it sounds like a chirping smoke alarm. Brooklyn wouldn't know that, though, because he's never made him come.
My husband's a bottom. Your jokes really suck.
More information than I fucking needed.
Well, you're not using the ones you learned in school.
What? Is any of this supposed to make sense?
I don't know. Ask yourself.
So was that 10,
I
Joe?
rest my
That
case.
was that was 10.
Yeah, that
Look,
was
I
10.
know
I
you
have an
can't
11th,
counter
but
read, and you're too busy sucking Joe Rogan's dick. Come on, bro. You're too much of a fan. I like sucking dick, but I've never liked a dude as much as you like Joe Rogan. But it was definitely nice doing this. I appreciate it. You were a man of your words. I still think you lost.
All right, all right, all right, all right. So
trigger alert.
hold on, guys. I think that you guys could get along after this. I know you.
Absolutely. I think we're both Irish.
That
Nope.
checks out. Judging by everything I've witnessed over the past 10 minutes, Irish checks out.
Yeah.
Eastern European motherfucker. Fuck Ukraine.
That's why I told you in the Irish fucking welcome basket there was never any feeling. So this is all good.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So we are going to go now. That went really well, actually.
Except for the last bit with his tiny clip. Oh, did I get my I found your penis in a store. It came equipped with blue balls.
Of course you would have that.
Yeah, well, it's too small for me.
We are going to head over to the chat now. So chat, it is up to you to treat this just like a joke concept and let us know who won. We have CAPTCHA and we have Brooklyn.
Just one Brooklyn.
Yeah, one
And
Brooklyn.
I'm not fat. I'm 20% body fat, you asshole.
I'll tell you what.
That was good though.
I was
Well,
keeping
And I
keeping
have
score.
much better fat jokes than you, trust me.
You should try telling some of them in a roast battle sometime.
You're so funny, I don't know what to do.
Maybe I
Lose
should
a roast battle.
withhold this until
You
after
should.
the audience decides.
I only started writing at 3:00. You're fucked.
That's not my fault, dude. That means you're underprepared. How is that? How is that supposed to be a flex, dude?
Dude,
Like,
I've
what?
never roast battled somebody. You get a little cocky for the roast master, and you could still lose this. Down syndrome
We'll see about
Darren
that.
over here.
We'll see about that.
All right. Look, if you win on your ground, not a big deal. If you lose,
Already
I'd
the
let you blow
excuses
me, but
coming.
I'm not interested.
Already the excuses coming.
Where's the excuse, dude?
The one you just
You're out of your
made.
mind.
Oh, you're in your home turf. Oh.
You are right. You
Let's
agreed to
do
the
a roast
terms.
battle in Sauced the City, bro. I'll bring our fucking. Hey, I'm not saying we're shit yet, right? But I'll bring our 20-something viewers over to your guys' 5, and we can have a roast battle there. How about that? Want to do that?
Why don't you
Let's do it.
stick to just Brooklyn? Because I have
Oh,
not
you don't want to do
mentioned
that?
them.
I don't think he really identifies with he might identify as a lot of things, but he doesn't identify with Sauced.
Well,
Yeah,
then
my
don't be saying
pronouns are
home
he,
turf
him.
this, home
I'm
turf
good.
that, man. We had a battle. However, the results
I always
decide. The
say
results
the most
decide.
conservative and green people were Republicans. Before he, him, they just calls us all faggots. We loved it. We're like very
Luckily,
convenient. You lump us all together. Ugh.
luckily, I'm libertarian, so I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
Oh, and I'm speaking, plain English. I can understand what you
I don't know
wouldn't
about that.
understand that.
All right, do either of you have one more joke in your arsenal?
Yes, sir. I got about 10.
All right, do you have one solid one that you'd like to do?
Yep.
But
so and if sorry, go ahead.
Hold on, because if Brooklyn doesn't have another joke, we're not going to count that against him. I just want to know, because if you don't, that's fine. We're not going to do another joke. But if you do, we'll do another joke.
I had an 11th one. I couldn't fit this one in. The triple threats I had like 40 triple threats, a bunch of talents. I do have another stats one, 0, 30, 316. I did that already. No, let the chips fall where they may.
Okay. Yeah.
I have more testosterone than the straight guy, so I'm good.
Fair enough. Travis, have we gotten a talk? I'm sorry. Have we gotten a tally?
I haven't been taking a tally, but I'm not sure that we need one. So it looks to me like Brooklyn, he did get votes, like a lot.
Oh yeah, he got a surprising amount of votes. Not surprise. I don't mean surprising as in I
Don't you mean
Well, it's
surprising?
surprising as in we're doing this on our
Surprising.
platform and there's not
Absolutely,
that many
dude.
people
Fair is
on.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's not that many people
I'm
on the
not going to
sauce
invite you
platform
there
at
because I
all.
don't have the power to do that. And
I'll admit it was slightly better than I expected. Very weird, but I mean, there were some funny parts in there.
do
So
you get to put your funny parts in anybody? I'm assuming.
Take the compliment, dude.
Yeah, if I could.
I
So
did.
this was my assessment. I already know what Shane's capable of, but my assessment of you, Brooklyn, was it was definitely better than what I thought was going to happen. And then also, the only thing that I think threw me off was some of your jokes didn't seem like they were relevant to Shane. But at the same time, you
I
don't
don't
know
know
Shane.
him.
Exactly. That's what I just said. Like you don't know Shane. So
Right. If I knew him.
Right. So you were trying your best with the information that you got.
Yeah, I went off a couple of pictures.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I would say
I
I
know
get brownie
you.
points.
I know you as well as you know me, Brooklyn.
So for every joke, like I declared a winner for myself. Like I opened up a notepad, and here's the way I scored it. I scored it 6-4 in favor of Shane, which is close. That's about as
Yeah.
close as it can be, other than a total tie.
Yeah. And it was damn near that close in the chat too.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I saw 5 votes for Brooklyn in chat, and for Shane, I see.
Thank you for whoever voted me, and if you change your vote, I will blow you.
Travis,
And
can
if you don't
change
like
my
that, I
vote?
won't now vote for me.
Can you change my vote real quick, please, Travis? Thank you.
On it.
I told you, you little honey bear, you're gonna get it one day. I'm not half the faggot you need me to be. It's gonna hurt. Oh, when we were in the chat the other day and you said faggot, I was like, oh, I'm home. This is great. My dad did it with a little deeper voice, though. You know, you want to get that whole effect going.
So
And I said it and he blocked me.
I just read through the comments, and
You were fucking annoying. I'm an
11
old
to
man.
5,
I don't have to
Shane.
deal with young people cunts on the internet. It's not my thing.
So
I got
Billy Beach in a
Facebook for
roast
this
battle.
stupid show.
The final result.
Damn.
So Travis,
I
go
did.
ahead and deliver the final result, sir.
Final result from the comments, the winner 5-11 was Shane CAPTCHA Lucas.
Appreciate y'all.
But Shane,
Much love,
you
much
got to give
love.
props for Brooklyn.
I
Not
did,
knowing
bro.
all
Yeah.
that, he did good.
I said it was better than I expected. I think a bad strat is to put a picture of, and I'm not even being a dick here. I'm being a bad strat is to put up a picture of the guy you're battling that's like holding championships for something. I mean, they're just fantasy football championships, but still, like the imagery kind of goes against what you're trying to do. The category numbers type stuff is kind of weird, but like I said, dude, there were a lot of like funny parts in there.
Lots
You
of
got
Down
potential if
syndrome
you
kids
write
get
and shit.
trophies and stuff. Don't count yourself out. Oh, I
Don't take a
did have a
compliment.
last one. I forgot about it. I said you can tell that he's done time as a child in Shriners.
You want to throw one more out there, Shane, since he just did?
For sure. So NFL season just started. I would ask Brooklyn to join our fantasy league, but he hasn't had a tight end since the 70s. Plus, he gets offended whenever he hears an offensive line.
Oh, oh,
That was the best
Oh my
one
God,
of
I'm
all.
so gay. I don't get it.
Are you insinuating gays don't watch sports?
Dude, I have 5 Yankees tattoos.
I know you're wearing a jersey.
Oh, it's a Liberty. I gotta throw a little gay in there, you know? Yeah, I gay it up on sauce because that's what it is. I like, am I gay? Of course I am, but I'm not a fucking sissy, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I am.
I'm sure
I
Brendan
will.
loves that shit.
What?
I will say the best accent to have like the gay accent with is the Brooklyn accent. It works well together.
Well, I'm born and raised in Trump part of Brooklyn. It's where I'm from.
No, he was complimenting it. He was being.
No, I
Literally,
understand.
bro.
No. You're not Irish. I understand an Irish compliment. It has to have a tinge of cunt in it. You know, I understand.
I'm not Irish either, dude.
You're not? I am.
I am Irish.
You are? Oh, sorry.
Yes. Yeah, I'm Irish.
Oh, and then I had another one. Shane has the double Irish curse: small dick and low tolerance for alcohol. You should be
Except
ashamed of him.
Well, he has 50%
doesn't make
of
any
that.
sense.
Shane
He
certainly
def-
is blackout right now.
Yeah.
See?
Ooh. Now Shane has 50% of that. He definitely has a tolerance to alcohol.
Well, I don't know him, so I don't know.
No.
For us, that would be a shameful thing.
But spot on with the small dick.
Well, I mean, I could see. Well, actually, I'm
Carmen, you
legally
said you
blind
weren't
and I
gonna tell
couldn't see.
anybody.
I
God.
couldn't see. You know, my mom had a saying. She's like, "It's only rape if he has a small dick or he's unattractive."
Shit.
That sounds about right.
Jesus Christ.
You would be double rape. That's like a hate crime.
He also had a saying that by the 13th kid, I realized I was pro-abortion.
I should win this roast. You'll be dead by the end of it, smoking all those fucking cigarettes. I demand a recount.
All right, 5-11. That's what it was. Well, guys, thank you for coming on. That was fucking awesome. Hey, Brooklyn, I really hope to see you keep coming back to Comedy Writers Guild. I want to see you make it on sometime so we can get to know you a little bit better.
All right, I'll let you blow me. Stop begging. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys coming on, man. We're gonna
Absolutely.
hit up Offender now and have him come on.
Much love, y'all. Great job, Travis and Harmon. Brooklyn, appreciate you taking the opportunity. Appreciate everybody in the
And it's
comments and
just one
everything.
Brooklyn, Kyle, you Canadian cunt.
Y'all have a great night, y'all. Great podcast. Keep doing what you do, everybody. Peace and love.
Later.
Peace.
That was better than I expected, bro.
Yeah, like I was saying last week, I was expecting any matchup between CWG and Sauce to be a blowout, just because from what I had seen in Sauce in the City, like I saw a lot of shit, but none of it was like funny. But Brooklyn is actually pretty damn funny.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he had some good ones, dude. So he's like the funniest guy definitely over there.
Yeah, I
so-
can absolutely see why.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's
'Cause-
very sassy, and
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. Well, first of all, the bar is low. But secondly, like just him on his own merits. He's a funny motherfucker. I would love to see more of him. I don't know if he does stand up or if he ever hits the stage at all, but I would really like to see some of that too.
Yeah, he said he's just getting into it. I think he's like I think he said 2 months in or something like that, but oh no, I take that back. He also I should have asked him about this and had him plug it. But you know, he loves plugging things. But yeah, he does like he holds like a roast battle competition. And I think he said something along the lines of like the winner, there's like 64 people and it all gets broken down and the winner wins $1,000. Not sure how that works. And it's online. So if you guys have any questions about that, hit him up. Brooklyn on Facebook. There's the man.
What's up, man?
Dude. Oh God, how we missed that orange jumpsuit.
Dude, you know I had to bust this thing out, dude. I just broke out of fucking that apartment that Brooklyn was in. Thank God, dude. Shane won. We bet it, dude. We gambled, and if he won, I'm a free man, dude. Look at me.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm joking. That just came out too hot. Sorry.
Nah, I like what you said though in the chat. You said, "Man, this guy can't take a joke or a compliment."
Shane was trying, dude. Shane was trying. I don't know the situation. I'm just jumping in blind, you know. Dude, what a great battle though. I thought it was pretty fun. I do before it gets like too far into our conversation, I want to hit on what we just witnessed and saw. I'm gonna say this. I thought the Travis's rating right on 6-4. That's pretty good. I mean that's sorry, I came out hot. Now I smoke cigarettes too.
fair enough.
CWG, baby. All right, so yeah, 6-4 I thought was pretty good. I'd never seen Brooklyn before or heard his comedy or anything, and I thought it was pretty good. I will say that I disagree with Shane's comment about the using a prop or using the TV and exploiting a picture that was exposed. Everybody knows if you've watched the CWG with me and Travis, I definitely found a picture of him and used that. And so I thought that was a very creative thing. I will say, as a critique towards using anything like that, you always have to anticipate a malfunction or something happening wrong. So you really, if you are going to do that, you should be practicing. Also,
Well, no, Shane was saying like maybe not use a picture of him because in the picture, Shane was holding a title belt.
it was a trophy.
A trophy, yeah.
Okay,
Well, he had
yeah.
a trophy and a belt.
Come on, bro. There's 1,000 jokes I could make about what that fucking trophy is. No one knows what the trophy is. I'm like, hey, give it up for this guy. He won Cuck of the Year. You know what I mean? There's 1,000 jokes you could make. The Down syndromes. Oh, that's when he won the Special Olympics. I mean, there's 1,000 jokes we could go here. You know, I mean, I would have made a whole back. That's where he messed up. Is instead of making the clit and the period joke, he should have went to the trophy. He should have said, yo, dude.
Well, that's the great thing also about the Comedy Writers Guild is because we toss some things out there and then we have feedback like this. Like maybe he's listening to this now like, oh, shit. Yeah, I could have played into the whole Down syndrome thing.
That's
He
true.
won the Special Olympics.
That's true, but I'm pretty sure he's getting a sympathy blowjob or however their relationship works. I don't know who gives and who takes, but, you know, I've been to prison.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know if you guys saw in the comment, I was like, that B behind him stands for backdoor, which I didn't know he was gay when I made that joke.
Oh, really? Oh,
No.
wow.
I was just tuning in.
That's great, dude.
No, but I thought Shane killed it. The one thing that really got me with Shane was that who am I battling? Rain Man. And that little quick in the pocket comeback was fire. And I had commented, I said, Rain Man that looks like Red Band who lives in a trash can, which is like a whole play off of the Liver King joke that Tony did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I thought that joke was good. I will say the numbers thing that he did, slow it down, like with the 24, 36, 38, slow it down, be way more precise and like methodical with what you're saying. Because once it's like we're in English, but now we're learning math, you know. And for an Alabamian, that's kind of hard.
Well, the faster he said it, the faster he could get that sympathy blowjob. So can't blame him.
True. I also want to point out the fact that Shane started hoo 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 for CWG. You know, like, oh shit, you want to go to, and I don't know any of this beef that's between us and I feel like I'm in a gang and we got to beat up, which is Salson City. I don't know anything about it.
You're in a cult.
I'm in a cult. Okay, yeah. Sorry, leader. But I will say this: when Shane started piping up like that, I mean, it's just like you're calling the War Dogs. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, anybody from any platform, if you want to take a run at any one of us, let's go, baby. Yeah. Let's go. We will jump in on that thing. I don't need to talk any more aggressive because old boy's probably getting horny. I mean, Shane, not the gay.
Nice twist.
Hey.
Yeah. What was I about to say? Oh, the thing with Shane that got me was, like you said, those quick remarks, like the Rain Man thing. He does that all the time. And
well, you have to be working that muscle, man. You got to be in the pocket with it.
So talented.
I love it when someone says, man, you have no filter. I'm like, good. I don't want to stop myself from my next best joke, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So don't mind me, by the way. I'm starring in the next Con Air 3. That's a jet fuel fucking fuel tank.
Jeez. Damn.
It's windy. Can y'all hear the wind?
Oh yeah, we can hear the wind.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go inside. I'll be getting hyped up though. I gotta go outside so I don't offend these people, you know, in the offender outfit.
How's comedy going out there?
Well, I did the mic last week that I told. Was it last week? No, I was going to do the mic. The mic went awesome. It was sick.
You did a mic though. You did a mic.
It was so sick.
Yeah.
I got some good audio of it and a video and stuff. I got to get that uploaded. But it was at a campfire at the back of a lodge. We had a PA system, so it's not like you're just talking into the wind, you know. And the view, I don't know if I'll ever do another mic that'll have the view that thing did. You would have loved it.
Oh, I
It was,
bet.
bro, it was at the foot of a glacier. Emphasis on the
Ooh,
foot.
and you know I love feet.
Yeah, dude. $10 on Foot Finder. Just hit me up, dude. I got you. For $5, I'll send you just the toe. That's a technical term of what it's called. Is the foot of a glacier where it actually starts to melt.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun facts that Alabamians learning up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did a bunch of fun jokes. I talked about how Alaska don't have Hispanics. Asked me how I know. I'm a dishwasher and a housekeeper.
Yo, you didn't tell me that one.
Yeah. I like Alaska because it reminds me of home. It's not the great views of the mountains, but it's the fact that I'm pretty sure that some of these people here definitely fucked a cousin or two. And at that mic, I said something that I've never said, which was the N word. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, we know you're joking. We know you've said that.
Oh, so I walked right into that, dude. No, I said the last time I spoke on a microphone near a fire was at a Klan rally, and that one tore the crowd up. They got pretty fucked up over that one.
Jesus, that's good. Dude, that Mexican joke, that's fucking fire. You didn't tell me that one when you told me your jokes this past week.
Yeah, well, they come and go, dude, just like me.
Yeah.
No, it was fun though. I talked shit about, not talk shit, but I made jokes about where I work. I work at this ski lodge, which is cool. And I said some stuff about the owners maybe being Nazis. I mean, there's a lot of things. You just have to be here. They were born in Germany. This is like the Aspen of America. One of them's middle name is Aspen. So it's kind of funny. I don't know. There was just a bunch of stuff. One of the best things I got out of it was it's kind of firing from the hip in between the segues of jokes, and like I did new stuff that I wrote about Alaska, new stuff that I was talking about working here at the lodge and stuff. And then at some point I was like, yeah, I'm 36, I got no kids, pretty sure I'm shooting blanks, which is probably pretty good because I am a felon. And that's a great tagline. Whether it goes in the way I did it, in the future, I'll have that in my pocket that I can pull that back out at some point. It's a nice gun reference joke, and it's talking about not having babies, which is a good thing because in Texas you can't have abortions, so you better not be having no babies in Texas.
Yeah.
So yeah. Only good baby's a dead baby. No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Look, there's a part of it, honestly, Harmon, that I just like getting you wound up. I just like getting you right to that point where you're like, man, we're so proud of you. God damn it.
There's something that happened within you like 3 months ago to where you just turned dark all of a sudden.
Nah, bro, it's happened to me my whole life, dude. I just finally found the beast, woke him up, and said, "Come out and let's play."
Yeah, well, you've been showing that beast to us here recently, and it's been pretty dark.
It's okay. I'll come back around to the light side.
Yeah.
I don't know, that whole roast thing was hilarious. Though I really liked the energy. I do know that honestly, and if Brooklyn doesn't know this, Shane was really trying to be honest and wholesome, and extend an olive branch with some of the critiques and stuff like that. And I think it's important for people to realize this too, that in the realm of comedy, and this goes both ways, but like it's okay to make fun of the stuff that you find funny. So if like politics is something that you want to poke fun of, I'm not opposed to that. But also you open yourself up to other people getting really offended. Also, too, don't take every joke as serious as it. Like, that person's maybe not. It's almost like how you're saying, like, I'm going dark, and I know it makes you uncomfortable, but I put you there for a reason. Because it's okay to sit in that feeling, and it's my job as a comedian to then bring you out of that. And I think that when we disagree politically, doesn't mean that we have to disagree comedically. And that if we know one is telling a joke, and that ultimately, like, I can say this about Shane. Shane's a fucking solid ass dude. He's been a member of CWG for a long time. And I really think that
there towards the end of that whole battle, I think he gained some respect for Shane. But I can tell you this too. Also, you can't be talking to an OG member and say that we're a shitty show or any of that shit. That shit ain't gonna fly. Like some of us.
No, he never said that.
Go back and watch the episode. I downloaded this app for this shitty show. 100%. He may not have meant it in the way that he said it, but he definitely said it. And Shane caught him. And then he was like, I only started writing at 3 o'clock. Boom, you lost my vote right then and there. Like, that's like the Rain Man joke on Shane's side had me. And I was willing and ready to see another joke from both people. But then it was a multitude of comments. Like, as the time was filling in between the two, and this is not a cut or slight towards Brooklyn, but it's almost just like sales. The first one that speaks loses. So the second that you start doubting yourself in this situation and you start casting doubt and judgment, and your other viewers are going to see that and they're going to say, yeah, you're right, he was less prepared. Oh shit, he just insulted the show, which I don't think that Brooklyn meant it in the way that it was said.
Yeah.
But it is something that people that are OG members, like imagine someone trying to talk shit about Kill Tony, we would all be like, yeah, dude, fuck off, you know? But I think there's a certain part, and this goes for everybody, is like, if you find yourself disagreeing with someone, it doesn't necessarily mean that that person's a bad person or that you have to then hate that person. It's okay to just let people be them and not press the buttons and not get offended. You know, like create a self boundary for yourself would be the advice. And I don't know, any y'all know, dude, I'm not into the drama. I stay the fuck out of that, you know. Only drama I'm into is in K-pop drama. That's for my shout out to my South Korean princess. What's up, baby?
Yeah, I have to agree. So Shane had multiple quick-witted ones that were like off the top from like responses to what Brooklyn said. So that's where he really won me.
Well, and also that second to last joke. There was like a second to last one. That football joke was funny. That shit was funny, dude. That was a great play on words. Like,
you talking about when he said he hasn't had a tight end since the 70s?
Yeah, dude. He had me there, and then he was like, and it makes sense that he would get something about a defensive about an offended line.
Yeah.
Something like offensive line. I mean, the way he word played that whole thing was very poetic. I thought it was a really good joke.
Yeah.
And the structure of it was really solid.
And hopefully, hopefully Brooklyn's watching this right now and realizing like the structure of the critique that we're giving isn't like a negative thing. And this is what we do here at the Comedy Writers Guild is we help each other build, because he told me he's been trying to do this for like 2 months. Right. So like if he hears like a comic that's been doing it for 9 months now, right? And then you hear something from a comic who's been doing it 3 years. Like, that's why we're all here together, so that we can be like, yo, man, you know how you did this? Yo, what if you did it like that? And so it seemed like he wasn't great at taking compliments at all. Shane gave him like props and he was like, well, you know what? Blah, 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 which is like fine if that's his personality. But also shut the fuck up and listen sometimes, because like there's good shit that people.
Bro, that guy just came when you said that, dude. He's like, shut the fuck up and listen. I'm coming.
Yeah. He likes
No,
that.
it's okay. Brooklyn, I thought you did a great job. I'm not casting no shade. I really try to stay. I'm like Switzerland, baby. I'm trying to stay neutral, dude. I don't even got a pot to piss in. I'm staying at a lodge working for fucking food and shelter. It's pretty sweet, though. You got to be a millionaire to stay here. So, boy.
Oh, really? It's like that?
Oh, dude. In the wintertime, it's like $14,000 for the week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. These motherfuckers jump off helicopters onto a mountain and ski down it. They have like avalanche guides, specialists with them. These boys were like jumping out of airplanes in the military type shit. These guys are not playing, dude.
Yeah.
It's very high end. It's super nice. We have 4 fucking chefs on staff. We don't even have 4 housekeepers on staff.
Yeah, they got you. They don't need 3 more.
That is true, but your boy ain't stopped working since I got here. I haven't had a day off in 30 days, dude. I'm fucking stoked. I know I sent you that picture of my little bank account the other day, which is a weird thing to do, but I sent it to you because
Yeah, I
life's
know
been
the
hard for me.
struggle. Yeah. Yeah.
And it was a proud moment that I could have that and be taken care of and have food in my belly. You know, my face looks better. I'm not fucking sweating my fucking ass off in that bus, you know. So, and I'm not, look, ain't no part of me giving up on comedy or nothing like that. But personally, I had to take a step back. I needed the money. And this was a good opportunity to get the fuck out of Austin, Texas heat. And with that clear head, I've been able to, okay, here's what I'm about to do. I'm going to re-evaluate my situation. And what do I need? I need the vehicle running smoothly and operating good to where I can hit the road, start hitting other cities, putting myself in these other markets where it's not so cutthroat with fucking delusional comics. And I don't mean that in a mean way, but I'm saying like, I want to go to clubs and do clubs. And I'm not saying I'm at that level yet, but you're never going to be at that level until you start knocking doors and introducing yourself and saying, hey, my name's Jacob. I do comedy and I would love to perform here at your show. How can I help? And I think that's a good attitude to have with stuff. It worked pretty good for me in Austin. Now let's start taking this brand and what I'm doing and exploring places like Dallas and Houston and San Antonio. I'm hitting Skankfest. I'm working the green room, which I told you guys about that. I know there's always been a, Freddie got fingered moment where people don't always agree with things, but I will say this: old boy looked out, and he's got me on point. Frederick Russell.
Oh yeah.
He looked out and he got me on point, and I'm very grateful for that shit. And I talked to him pretty recently, and he explained to me what he needed me to do, and what it is, and I mean, when you get there and it turns out to be exactly what the dude says it is, and I have some other people that know him, and it is. The motherfucker is the top G in the green room at Skankfest. And so I'm very much looking forward to that opportunity because you already know there's one comic that I know is going to be there. Tony Hinchcliffe sees me in that green room, questioning how the fuck do you make it here? Hey, man, it ain't what you know, it's who you know, or who you blow, right, Brooklyn? Should have blown Harmon and Travis. You'd have won that shit, dude.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Oh,
we make you think that you're gonna win, but we just get the blowjobs and you lose anyway.
Oh, you had both of them blow you? That's risky, dude. Once that's like when you cheat on the same. You and your homeboy cheat, and it was with the same girl.
Yeah. That's how we do it over here in the Comedy Writers Guild.
That is not how we do it, folks. I do not share. Fuck you.
But also, I see Brooklyn said in the chat, he was like, stop assuming that I've been offended, right? And I don't think that's what we were doing. I think what we said was you weren't taking compliments. We were trying to compliment you.
What I was speaking towards offended is whatever started their beef. Yeah. And allow that and bury the hatchet. That's what I would say.
Oh, he's already done that. Yeah, he's beyond that. Yeah.
Okay. I just
want to make sure. Blocked. He had him blocked, and then he unblocked him, and then he challenged him to a roast battle. So he's beyond that. Like he's been I wouldn't say the bigger man because they've both been. Well, he is the bigger man. Let's face it.
I don't know. Shane looks pretty big, dude. I was gonna ask it, like, does he need a doctor's appointment for some Ozempic or a crack dealer? Like, we gotta check on Shane, dude. Look, dude, I don't know if there was another comment. I was like, when it was all four of you on the screen, I was like, this looks like a Zoom meeting between a sound producer, a manager, and two artists, and they're trying to figure out whose dick was in whose ass and who the fuck brought the chicken.
Dude, I'm still hurt earlier from when you said, damn, dude, are you pregnant?
Hey, man. I wasn't going to tell everybody you had an abortion.
Travis, I think I told you about that. How he said that to me. Did I?
No, I don't remember anything. I remember Belly Gang, but...
Dude, no. Travis, I do like your shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
I haven't been paying attention long enough, but I know you always got the shirt game on point. Nobody's better at that. Let's do what we always do. Let's run through some of these. I know I wrote some of the jokes in the chat, but I want to hit it from the top.
You want to hit it from the top, not the back.
No,
All right.
dude, that's Brooklyn's got us covered.
All right. So first joke concept. If you ran a cult, what would it be about?
What would it be about? If I ran a cult, it'd be about felons are people too. We just want our fucking gun rights back, okay?
All right.
Not so good. That sucked.
That's all right. That's more of a slogan than a cult, but it's all right. Worst thing a cult leader could do. These are hard, man.
No. That one's easy. Just fucking ass Benjamin Netanyahu, dude. That motherfucker genocide, dude. That's pretty bad, dude.
Oh.
That's pretty bad.
So this was at the end. I said the worst thing a cult leader could do besides the obvious. That was part of it.
Oh, well, you should have added that. I mean, but I'm just saying.
I thought you would have done that.
If you didn't know, they're doing it. They're
Now you
killing
know.
it.
Yeah.
All right. No. Okay. So worst thing that a cult leader could do. Okay, hold on. Give me just a second. This is a good one. I'm thinking. Embezzle the money from like 1099 workers.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought you were about to list what Trump did to all his supporters.
No, that was definitely Kamala Prep. They took fucking a lot of money. Let's not get political, dude. Let's stay the fuck away from this. This is Shane's category.
I'm just talking about, dude. They're both cults. I was just saying. As soon as you said something about money, though, I mean,
what's the worst thing that a cult leader could do? Butt fuck Santa. that seems more comedic than anything else that I was gonna say.
All right, yeah. I tried.
mean, imagine if the Pope butt fucked Santa, dude. You would be like, that's fucked up. I mean, like, kids is one thing, but Santa, not Santa.
Well, I like to picture Santa as Jesus. So
dude, don't even do that to me, dude. Now this is on the list of jokes that I got to answer for when I die. Thanks, bro.
Yep, Santa is Jesus in my house. That's what I teach my kids. So I tried joining a cult once, but
so I said this one in the chat, which was turns out you couldn't be a felon. And then
I was just thinking that for you too.
Yeah. I mean, that's the joke concept I came in on.
Okay.
And so that was like the first, and I was like, offender checking in. You know, I mean, it made sense for me to pop in and like, oh, it turns out you couldn't be a felon. And then the other one was like, I wasn't willing to get my dick chopped off.
Yo, they are a cult, huh? I never thought about that. Oh, that's a good angle. I gotta write that down. I could write a joke about that.
All right, well, just remember who send it to me once you write it so I can perform it on stage. And that's not stealing, people. That's called working together. Okay, Comedy Writers Guild. That's what we do here. We promote comedy.
All you said was get your dicks chopped off, and I'm writing down LGBTQ as a cult. So you help lead me there.
No. What I'm talking about is just the T part. Everything else seems kind of okay, but the point that you start self-mutilating seems cultish.
Yeah, true. All right, last one. Name a celebrity that would run a cult, and what would it be?
Okay, it didn't get the love that it should have gotten, but I thought that Helen Keller and We Take Over the Special Olympics create an army to fight the LGBTQ. And the reason why is because of how many people were like, you know, we are left out in the world, where it's like a battle of who's going to get whose like sympathy. And obviously, like people that have like deaf, blind, Martin Phillips. Oh, I can't believe I did that.
Yo, what the fuck?
I'm sorry.
deaf blind. Martin, yo, what?
Well, there's a reason why he's on my mind, dude, and it's kind of particular. I was trying to hit you up about this. I should not have done this on air, and there's no escaping it now.
You still have a chance to not.
Nah, there's no chance because it's a podcast and we got to do it.
All right.
Bro, I meant to ask you about this, or I meant to tell you about this earlier. So I don't know if everybody watched the Netflix special, Kill Tony.
I haven't yet, no. What happened?
Bro, I'm just going to call it like it is. And I'm not saying that he did, but I am going to say, for the sake of my friend, who I've seen perform this joke for 7 to 8 months now, working on it and perfecting it, that one of my homeboys' jokes may have gotten stolen by Martin Phillips. And I'm not saying that Martin Phillips stole it. I don't know how he came across this joke when he created his joke, but the second that I heard the beginning part of it, it made me realize, and I'm going to say the joke just so it's like out in the air. Like I'm not talking about anything else. I'm talking about this one particular thing. And I will say, for my friend's sake, who I love and fucking respect, and I know how much he's been working on this joke, I was like instantly, my ears shut off to the whole podcast. I mean, y'all know I love Kill Tony so much I got a goddamn Kill Tony bingo board on my fucking thigh right next to prime real estate. Okay. So I love Kill Tony. But the second I heard something that I know that someone else wrote and has said in front of me multiple times and has said that this is going to be my next minute, my next joke on Kill Tony, I immediately quit listening, got my phone, fucking called him. And it was Martin Phillips, one of his first jokes, talking about the cross and the craftsmanship. And do you think Jesus bitched about it as he was a carpenter, being like, who the fuck built this? And I'm telling you that 98% of that joke is almost word for word the same joke that my homeboy tells.
Is there proof?
Oh, yeah, bro. I'm pretty sure I have a recording of this joke on my phone. And here's what I'm going to say is that the guy that created the joke, him and his partner, girlfriend, whatever they are these days, not that they're like that. They're a very sweet couple. I just hate to mislabel anybody, male, female, or relationships. Okay. But what I'm saying is they're very prominent people in the comedy scene in Austin. They host shows. They host a show every Tuesday, every Wednesday.
Have they been on this podcast before?
No.
Oh.
But it's the one that I say that is like my Mitzi Shore.
Oh, okay.
Ashley, who's like a real big friend. And the guy's name's Tyler. I mean, he's not going to be upset with me. I mean, I may get banned from Kill Tony for even bringing this up. And I'm not trying to be, I don't know what happened. I can only tell you, though, that every Tuesday we host a drop-in mic. And every Tuesday there's certain particular people that come from the Kill Tony realm and that do that mic that's hosted by these two people. And I can guarantee you with 100% fact that that joke has been said in front of this guy. Like Tyler has said this joke in front of Martin. And so maybe Martin never heard it. Maybe he wrote it about his own accord. And I did this too when I talked to Tyler about it. And I think this is a good learning point for any comedian, that it sucks when we put so much work into something that potentially could have been stolen, right? Like that's your first fear. It's almost like when you lose something like your wallet at a friend's house, you're like, oh, someone stole my wallet. You know, it's quick and easy to react to a situation that way. But take some time, probably call those people, which is what I suggested to Tyler. I'm not by any means or ways like saying I have proof or receipts that is 100% fact that happened.
Yeah, seems too coincidental.
There is a slight chance that, and this is a good thing for everyone in comedy to know too about writing jokes, is that they're low-hanging fruit doesn't always mean the easiest pick, but maybe just the easiest avenue. And so it's not a hard leap from Jesus being a carpenter or being crucified on the cross for then someone then to make a joke about that parallel in between there and how deep can you write into that subject. And so if you're writing, and I'm not saying that Tyler's joke is by any means, or Martin Phillips' jokes for that matter, is at surface level. I'm just saying that you have to, there's millions of us on this planet, you know, so we have to consider that when writing our jokes and try to write it more personably and more thought out and like dig past what the first layers of that joke is and then really dive in to how you can expand on this topic, you know. So I hate that I just fucking busted that beans out, but it's an interesting thing. I mean, I'll tell you, like, Tyler was definitely upset. I don't know how he's going to handle it. You know, I hope that he reaches out to Martin and asks. And I hope for the sake of, you know, everything that it just happens to be, you know, but the wording was too, I mean, if anybody else.
I want to hear it. I want to hear both of them side by side.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, like, one of the things with Tyler's part of it is that he brought it into a personable level with him where he was talking about welding and he was like, you know, I'm a welder, you know, and we always talk shit on other people's welds, like who the fuck did this weld, you know? And that's like an addition, like maybe the original part of the joke was just as Martin said it, but then as he was building and developing the joke, creating new segues and such like that, he created the front part, which is the welding thing. And then it goes into, which brings me to my next point. You think Jesus ever criticized the craftsmanship of the cross? And it's like the way that whole thing was set up was so, like, that's word. Like, when I heard it, I'm seeing Tyler on stage because I know that's Tyler's joke.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm not, it's really probably bad form of me to even say it like this, but I mean, we got 20 viewers. So, like, I'm sorry. That's the first time I've shit on us. Okay. I'm just saying that it's awkward in a sense. I know that Tyler, my homeboy, he was upset. And I'm just going to tell everybody right now, dude, you better wear an orange jumpsuit with pride and have the fucking shit to prove you go to try to steal one of my jokes. Because I'm going back. You know what I mean? You still crippled or not, bro. Your ass is done, dude. You're cooked.
Well, the thing is also, like, not a lot of people talk about this, and I don't know if I'm the only one that ever noticed it. But, like, first of all, I love Martin Phillips. He's one of my favorite golden ticket winners. But the joke that he had, probably his most famous joke. Travis, what do you think Martin Phillips' most famous joke is?
I don't know. I can't understand. Like,
his right arm.
I can't understand like anything that he says when he's on stage. Like, I always usually have to like go back or turn on subtitles or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, he has this one joke that says he was taking a shit the other day in a public restroom, and there was a sign on the wall that said only toilet paper in the toilet. And he was like, well, what am I supposed to do with all this shit? Right? And everybody just started dying laughing. Well, that's been a meme for longer than it's been a joke that when he said it on Kill Tony. There was a meme.
I'm back.
So I don't know. I'm not discrediting him, but I don't know.
Well, sometimes people do shit subconsciously too. Sometimes you could just hear one thing and then all of a sudden someone's thinking you're stealing their joke.
Oh, that happened with me, dude. And it was like too coincidental because I was like, damn, I came up with some fire, right? Because I had the whole joke about me not being racist because I own a black lab. And I changed the black lab in my jokes. Now I changed his name to Jabal. So his name is Jabal now, but it started off as Jabarkus. Right? Instead of Jamarcus, it was Jabarkus. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I thought of that. That's fucking hilarious. Jabarkus. Well, come to find out, Jabarkus is like a famous dog on TikTok. And I had no idea.
Yeah.
It's like this black lady owns this like little like Maltese or something. And she's like, Jabarkus, get over here. You know, he's talking to him and shit. And from what I know, I never saw her videos because that's not my algorithm. My algorithm wouldn't be like little dogs or, black ladies with little dogs. That's not my algorithm. But maybe she infiltrated her way into my algorithm. I heard it and then subconsciously thought it was my idea.
I mean, dude, I moved to Austin and there's 2 different jokes and premises that I was working on that I had pocketed that I thought, oh, this is so clever, And one of them, Matt Rivera, a good producer that I work with often in Austin, who had never heard this joke, doesn't know the backstory of it. He had a similar joke and it was like almost spot on. He was talking about molesto. And, molesto means annoyed.
Yeah.
And it would be pretty annoying to get molested. I had always heard it as aggravated, like the Nicaraguans that taught me Spanish were saying that it meant aggravated. But maybe that's just a difference in translation and dialect, And like I had a whole slew of these type of jokes and I gave them to Matt. Like I was like, yo, dude, which he's never used the one, which I'm going to say it now because it's a pretty good joke. The Spanish word for table?
Mesa.
Makes sense because you'd be making a mesa at the table. You know what I mean?
That's a nice, clean joke, but a messy joke as well.
What do you call a Mexican midget? A speck. Not quite a. Not racist, folks. I didn't say it. See, that's how you get around it.
I think I've heard that.
Yeah, that's my joke. You've heard it from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 100%. That's one. I love that joke.
Okay.
This guy worked for me, Panchito. He's like 72 years old, dude. He'd show up, he'd be 4'6". By the end of the workday, 3'8". Every day, just get smaller and smaller. I had a little half shovel for him. It was Panchito's shovel.
Oh my god. All right, man. We are about to wrap this episode up.
Hell yeah, 4 hours in, 4 hours deep, bro.
Nah, it hasn't been 4 hours. Has it been?
Yeah,
4
it has. I'm looking at the time clock at the top of this thing. I can see all kinds of information.
No, it's been hang on. No, it's been 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, it says 4:08 up here on my shit. I don't even know what that means.
No, because that's when we're like in the green room beforehand and all that, not the actual podcast.
Well, gentlemen, I think y'all did a kick-ass job tonight. Congratulations to Shane, bro. I'm really proud of you for bringing it for us CWG OG members, And Harmon and Travis, as always, man, you guys do a really good job of keeping us entertained. I think we are starting to get a couple other people from other realms of life and stuff, and I think that's really good. Juan Pancho Villa, is that his, did I do it right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that guy is such an awesome guy. He's actually super nice. He's a good time, and I really enjoyed seeing him on here because I know that motherfucker be hitting mics. To everybody out here that doesn't hit them, it's okay, but just get up off your ass, go hit a mic. It's a good time, whether you're trying to be a professional or not. Write jokes, do this shit. Harmon, I want you to get a list together for me of 8 people. You just reminded me of something. 8 people in the CWG. OGs. You got to be OGs. Just get me a list, and I'll tell you later why.
All right.
Yep, 8 people.
All right.
Yep. So everybody knows in Denver, I got 5 nights coming up soon. Gary Gia, good homeboy of mine that got me this gig here. We're going to be promoting that. Please come out and see us in Denver. I'll be at Skank Fest, skanking it up. But no hookers, baby. That's my South Korean princess I'm talking to. But for real, everything's going good, and I love you guys. Much love. CWG forever,
love you,
baby.
Man. Love you, bro.
Peace, bro.
And that was Offender, Jacob D. Legal. All right. Well, that concludes tonight's episode of Comedy Writers Guild. I'd like to say thank you to Dani de la Cruz for coming on and having such an amazing talk. I'll let you know when and if my girl lets me get that plane ticket, 2 plane tickets. But no, go check her out on social media. Just her name, and it's down below. And thank you for Offender for coming on. And then also congratulations to Shane and to Brooklyn, because Brooklyn did a great job, but Shane came out on top. You think Brooklyn's a bottom? Maybe he enjoyed coming out on top. Yeah, Juan Sancho Villa, love you, dude. See you up there in the chat. Cole Burner, thank you for coming on. Even though your mic was fucked up, kept getting feedback. And then also, we had Joffrey in here tonight, who was probably my favorite person tonight.
Yeah.
He did fucking great. I mean, he used a couple words I can't use. That's always appreciated.
Like tall.
Motherfucker.
That's our word.
Yeah. Yeah. So Travis, you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah, so as always, you may have known Vibecast, but if you tuned into the last episode, you would have found out that the last episode of Vibecast was the last episode of the Vibecast. And this is due to the reason that we are doing a name change. Everything else is going to be the same time, same place, same energy, but it is now the Power Sauce Show. So tune in Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Central for Power Sauce. And for the record, I came out with Sauce Edition long before I even knew that Sauce in the City was a thing. I am not letting Brenda Brown taking the sauce away from me. I am claiming the sauce for my own. Power Sauce, Tuesdays at 8. And as always, right here, CWG, Thursdays at 8 Central.
Yes. Yes. And you did come up with the Sauced Edition before any of us knew what Sauce in the City was. So, yeah. And then oh yeah, this was the first episode of Vibecast that I missed. I actually fell asleep before it even came on, which I never do. So forgive me for that, Travis. Usually I'm on there. But yeah, that's news to me, but that's awesome, man. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you, Brooklyn. I still see you in the chat. Everybody, have a great week. Come check us out next week. Love you guys.
Good night.
Could you call them a bunch of cocksuckers for me?
They're all a bunch of cocksuckers, but they did a great job tonight.
That's right.
I love you.
You
brother.
did a great job. Love you, Joey.
Comedy Writers Guild podcast.
I never got us on.